EddieG'sCookies.com. Get yours at Amazon, baby. I'm still waiting on mine. Anywho. D Gully's joined us on the program. Shout out to D Gully from the CLM Bus. Glad you could join us. Gully, what it do?
What's going on? What's going on, team? Hey, man, how y'all doing? Yeah, but got an emergency situation, so I was taking care of that, man. It's wrapping up, so that way I can engage with y'all and let y'all know who to watch for and get right back to it, man. So let me not be any more of a disruption. Go ahead and get back to it, brothers.
I mean, I wouldn't say all of that, but okay, you said it. I didn't. Yeah, so go ahead, Double J. Finish. What was you saying now?
Yeah, I think there's a better case that can be made here if you look at the big picture with Jalen Hurts overall, right? Again, as a reminder, started as a true freshman at Alabama, then, of course, led them to 2 national title games, of course, losing to Clemson in the first, and then, of course, winning the second, and within Saban's system, ultimately had to transfer to Oklahoma, in which case he still was able to get them to the college football playoff.
Yeah, I just think that a lot of the detraction of sorts when it comes to Hurts is that he doesn't do what he does to the fanfare of a Mahomes, or it's not, and he don't really wow you. He's just yeoman like. He just goes about the business of what it is that he do. And he said something similar. He said something to that effect in regards to, like, I was trying to do it how everybody else wanted me to do it. He said, no, I found me a way to do it, and I just stayed the course in how and doing it that way. What's wrong with that? You see what I'm trying to say? If a guy can win a Super Bowl and then people be like, oh, well, he ain't have 8 touchdowns, and then what happened? Ask the Browns, would they like to get to a Super Bowl?
Right.
Come on, man. My goodness. You know what I'm saying? He can listen. Hey, I tell you what, that championship ring he got. yeah. Okay. Yeah. It say a lot, man. Come on, man. Like, for real, man. Like, it's never enough. It just seems like it's just never enough. You know what I mean? So why bother? All right.
But see, why would he be willing to give, I guess, somewhat of the hypocrisy, in my opinion, is just, why would you rate Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, 2 guys that haven't made it to the Super Bowl in a handful of years, right? Ever.
You asking me?
Well, I'm trying to get in the head of Cam as to why he would be comfortable.
You can't.
Rating.
He wears headscarves. You can't. You know what I'm saying? KRS-One talked a lot about guys like him in some of his lyrics. You know what I'm trying to say? You should be wearing an apron in the kitchen like Miriam. I'm just saying. My bad.
It's like championships don't. It's like championships don't matter until they do. Now here it is. Championships should matter in the case of these young quarterbacks of this class, of this era. Jalen Hurts included, Josh Allen included, Lamar Jackson included, Patrick Mahomes included. Here's a guy like Patrick Mahomes, has multiple Super Bowl appearances. Like, you play for that game. You play for all the money and fanfare and all of that. But really competitively, you play, and when you acclaim or you aspire to be great, it's because you aspire to be great such that you can play in great moments. So here's a guy who's been to 2 Super Bowls, won one, actually looked pretty good in both Super Bowls he's been in. Now all of a sudden, it don't matter when he doesn't do it in a certain way that you expect other guys to do it, because he's, like you say, he's yeoman-like, because he's a quiet assassin in a sense. Like, he don't have to do it with all the flash of fanfare. What's wrong with having a Tim Duncan if you already got a Kevin Garnett? What's wrong with that?
Hey, that's bruh. Because I asked this question: did not Peyton Manning and John Elway both, who are both 2 considered to be 2 of the greatest to ever play that position, right? 2 of the greatest to ever play in the NFL, period. Peyton, they both said to a man, they like, man, I knew if I didn't win one, what the conversation surrounding me was going to be. Matter of fact, it was one season. I don't know which season it was, but it was one season. Peyton Manning broke a regular season NFL record for most passing touchdowns in a season. He threw like 53 some daggone touchdowns, something crazy.
I think it's 55.
50 something crazy. And they didn't go to the Super Bowl that year. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? They didn't go to the Super Bowl that year, bro. But how many people remember that? Not the Fairweathers, but the Fairweathers seem to be the one got all the foulness coming out their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Cam is, and I'm just saying, with all due respect, Cam, you was an immense talent, got you to, but come on, bro. Stop. I mean, you get enough likes, I get, on without you don't need to do that. You don't need to say that kind of stuff, bro. That's all my point in the whole thing is, bro. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, bro. So you can get more attention. Come on, man. If you're gonna spit something that means something. Don't just be spitting, just you know what I'm saying, and then everybody's gotta wipe their screens off because you spitting. You know what I'm trying to say?
Nah, this might be one of those times where he just missed the mark. Because overall, generally speaking, when it comes to Cam and his commentary about other players or about the game in general, I have very rarely been in total disagreement with him. It's like you found him to be off base. I think this might just prove that everybody human, which if we didn't know already, now we know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What at the end of the day, man. I mean, I won't disagree with that because he has had some stuff. He has said some stuff that I was like, okay, I wouldn't argue that. But but please, whatever you do, just make sure your brain is connected to your tongue, man, before you speak, and choose your words carefully. Think before you speak.
Again, where Cam is, I believe the avenue he's looking to go is that when you look at elite, he has elite all around him, and of course the NFL. Ask the Cincinnati Bengals how difficult it is to try to work within that figure and keep everybody happy. And so, is that going to change?
Patrick Mahomes is elite. But have we seen Patrick Mahomes lose in the Super Bowl?
Sure, of course we have.
And then if you figure Patrick Mahomes is elite, he don't have elite all around. Like the guys that don't have the talent that befits their contributions to the team, we sit there and we cry and we boo-hoo for him. Now here it is, a guy
who's boo-hooing for Patrick Mahomes.
No, that's what. Well, no, here's what I'm saying. To be clear, there are teams like we boo-hoo for Joe Burrow. I guess rightfully so because we look at the way the team defensively, like you look at last season in particular, how they struggled despite his career year as a quarterback. Here it is, a guy equipped with immense talent around him is still productive because not everyone can get not everybody can get and win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? With talent. So here it is. Yeah.
Exactly. In other words, he still got to do his part. Don't downplay his part because he didn't do it like Rice did with Montana or Montana did with Rice.
But that's what they did to Joe Flacco.
What do you mean? That's what they did to Joe Flacco?
Well, just in general for his career.
Oh, well.
Yeah, they did. They tried that. They tried that. They don't want to see me about that. Joe Flacco or Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
or Eli Manning.
I'm just saying, bro. But anywho, let's get back to these 32 teams and the players to watch.
Yeah, just quickly, I'm gonna go Keon Coleman. Big year is absolutely necessary. As much as the focus, as you pointed out, Barbershop Jay, coming from your end, was Josh Allen. Josh Allen's delivered, right? We've seen that. The rumor mill, right, which has been all over the place about the officiating and that type of thing.
Oh, yeah, 15 seconds.
Yeah, all of that good stuff. I'm going to leave that out of the equation here. I'm going to just say this. With the team that they have, you got to see more out of Keon Coleman in order for Buffalo to at least end up right where they were a year ago.
That's fair. Gully, who would your player to watch be for the Buffalo Bills?
I see. Pardon me for taking the obvious, but it would be.
It could be somebody we already named. If you know what I'm saying. If that's
it again will be Josh Allen because at this point he's at that crossroads. See, to me, his career is shadowing John Elway's. Right now, in the case of John Elway got to Super Bowls and had a hard time winning one. For Josh Allen, he's got to break through that ceiling. I mean, how much more elite of a quarterback can he show himself to be, except for in that clutch? And I'm saying that. Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me ask this question though, Gully. How should it? Because what you said just brought to mind. How should an NFL quarterback be measured then or defined? By elite, how elite or not elite he is, or whether or not if he wins?
Quarterbacks is whether or not he wins.
So
right, he wins in those big moments.
Okay,
right.
So that's how that's how a quarterback should be defined, right?
Ultimately, yes.
Okay.
You got the ball in his hands every play.
Okay.
You know, they make the decision to make the drives. They make the decision to make the drives. They have the audibles. They see the situations. The moment gets. I mean, and it's a job that requires an exceptional level of responsibility. And yeah, you're critical. You're responsible for more, and you are required to do more, and you're responsible for more. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a tightrope walker versus a linesman or whatnot.
Yeah, if I wanted to go balanced on this, I would just say individual skill and stats 50% of the weight, and then team success and winning is 30%, and then the intangibles, maybe leadership, that type of thing at the 20.
Okay, so you're doing a breakdown, a definement breakdown. Okay. What about the Dolphins? Who's the player to watch for the Dolphins? Because they in a mess right now. What something happened between Tyreek Hill or something the other day that folks are all up in armor, but I didn't see in particular.
No, it's from last season how he ended it, and then he addressed it.
Okay.
Said, he's got some work to do on the leadership side, but believe it or not, I'm actually going to go with Jalen Wright. Mostert is gone, which makes me very sad. Purdue guy, of course. But he is getting an opportunity to possibly have a high volume and of course, a very run-heavy offense under Mike McDaniel. So I would like to see what he does with the significant touches.
Well, for me, it's the whole darn team. And I say the whole darn team because they are more than capable with Tua of making the playoffs. Didn't they make the playoffs not last year? Was it a year before last? Mm-hmm. Okay. Waddle and Tyreek are two of the most dynamic receivers I've ever seen. Okay. If you thought Duper and Clayton was something for Miami, these dudes are 8.0. Okay. Especially when it comes to speed, nobody outrunning the cheetah. And he got hands to go with the speed. So, I mean, come on. We saw what he did when he was at Kansas City. So, come on now. But when I say the team, they need to get off to a fast start and maintain that in order to get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. If they have to go somewhere and it's cold, with all of that they have to offer on offense, it's a done deal, bro. And even with Marino, and the Raiders had this problem too for a couple of years later when Art Shell was towards the latter portion of his coaching career with the Raiders. When they had to go to Buffalo, bro, when warm weather teams, when them like that, when they have to go somewhere and they make the playoffs, but when they got to go up to Buffalo or Cincinnati, well, we won't say Cleveland because we ain't seen that since, since Calavito was here. But when they got to go somewhere cold, bro, all of that, everything that they did up to that point, it just seems to go right out the window. They can, for whatever reason, and it's a reason why when you're watching that game that they in and they somewhere cold, that the announcers, whoever it is, they put their stat up or something like teams, the warm weather teams that play in cold have won 20% of the time and stuff like that. Whatever the case may be, bruh. That's why I say it's the whole team. It's the whole team because I think that they could really. Okay, if they win. I don't know if they win the division. Let's hypothetically say, let's say the Dolphins win the division. Mm-hmm. That guarantees them at least one playoff game, right?
One playoff home game. Mm-hmm.
One playoff home game. Yeah, they gotta.
Well, let me ask you this: do you believe that the AFC West, because of its competitive nature and potentially more human Kansas City Chiefs this year for a variety of reasons, maybe somebody limps in as the winner, so it impacts the overall volume of wins or total. So there's the possibility that they end up in one of those two spots, the top two.
You. So you saying the East, the AFC East, have two teams?
Well, no, I'm saying more so from a placement of 1 through
okay.
1 through 7 in this case. So instead of them just kind of getting in at the 3 or the 4, where it's one home game and then you go against the number 1 seed or number 2 seed. So again, to your point, somebody like a Buffalo or Kansas City, instead, maybe they are on the top line. Could you see that occurring because of?
I don't know. It depends on the Dolphins' defense, I guess. Listen. Okay, I'll say it this way.
Well, wait a minute. Well, whoa. I know you said the whole team, which isn't fair. That's not one player. But you went and pointed out Tua, Hill, and Waddle.
I know.
And then you just said the defense. So wait, but here's what I'm saying. Why is it the defense when it's the offense that you were just saying is the bigger issue here?
Well, because I think it's going to take all of it. That's why I said the team is going to take all of it in order for them to do what you're suggesting.
So really, is it more Mike McDaniel? Does he get fired if this goes south this year?
Oh, it's no question. Yeah, it's no. What you mean? What you mean? He gonna be fired going south? What you mean?
He's gonna have that owner, the Ross. He's gonna have him. He's gonna leave some Legos behind from.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we'll build some bricks then. Use some bricks. Yeah, I just think the Dolphins, if they don't, they have to have home field advantage throughout. That's otherwise. Yeah, it's otherwise everybody's.
Hang on a second. Let's not act like this team wasn't like 12-4. To your point of when it went well.
Yeah, they're regular season phenoms, but cold season playoff flops. The only way the Dolphins have the only way the Dolphins can be what I'm thinking they should be, they gotta get home. If they have to go anywhere, if they have to go on the road somewhere cold, it's a done deal. I'm sorry. So for them, it's either win it, put yourself in a position that folks got to come see you, and not in a position where you got to go see somebody. Now, I don't know if winning a first round playoff game will give them, because it could be the way it shake out. It could be that first round game could be a divisional game, maybe, right? Could be.
Yeah, I mean, it very well could be Buffalo. Yeah. Right.
Okay. Exactly. Okay. So could be. So, now if you win that one game, does that give McDaniels a stay of execution?
Well, you tell me. You're the one. Right
now I can't speak English. I'm just saying. Well,
considering where they were.
Yeah.
Right. Which was, I don't recall exactly what the record was, but it certainly wasn't great due to Tua's injury. Is that good enough for you? Is that a good bounce back? Hey, everybody remained upright and we at least advanced to the postseason.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take a flyer on that one. Yeah. Yeah. Win that one game, you might buy yourself another year. We'll see. Yeah. What about the Jets? Let me say this right quick.
Mm-hmm.
If Justin Fields, in fact, dislocated his toe.
Yeah, he did.
Bruh.
Well, KJ had the toe and the foot, then the foot thing. And that's obviously what ended it. But,
Bruh, I'm telling you, bruh, your toes, they like the thumbs. Have you ever just jammed your thumb?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure look, I'm hitting that age, man. I think I broke my
please,
finger.
Man. Oh, stop.
I was pulling up Aiden's soccer sock and it popped and I was like, oh no.
Hitting what age? 27? Oh, stop it. Man, please. You don't that's
calcium or something.
You don't. Yeah, okay. Well, if you calcium deficient, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just saying, man, don't talk about hitting that age. Man, stop stealing my lines. If Justin Fields dislocated his toe, bro, that's going to be a problem all season long. He might come back, maybe halfway through the season or something like that, maybe even less than that, but you're not going to be the same, bro. Dislocated toe? Oh, that's, bro. Oh, man, that's uncomfortable. He wishes. Wow, really, Mrs. A? Okay, well, she out here. Yeah, I'm like, well, like what? What's the? Listen, it's never enough with the ladies. It's never enough, bro. They not satisfied. It's never enough. This has got to have a reason to get knives out. Like, I asked you if you want to go to dinner and you want to throw squats and pans and skillets at me. Like, what happened? Oh boy. Okay, I'm with you, Mrs. A.
So, prior to that occurring, because that literally was today. In my research, I was actually looking at Malachi Corley from Western Kentucky.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah,
I wanted to see. So everybody knows I've from a fantasy vantage point, I've had the wide receiver 1 on the team. I've also had a myriad of other Jets players that may have not been the wisest of decisions or the first to come to mind. So, however, with this individual, I actually looked at, quick releases. So a volume of targets, which is great for those PPR guys, right? Which is myself. And when you have some other big
PPRs
targets,
are better too, though, more so than traditional.
Oh, and believe me, I'm glad you're on board, because obviously if our listener league will be continuing here about a month.
Well, I already know. I mean, I might as well start at the bottom, because that's where I end up. I usually end up on the bottom. So, it's all fun and games, I guess, with me. I don't know. Once upon a time, though, I was really, I was the draft and all of that. I don't want a couple championships in my, fantasy football leagues in my time. You know what I mean? But now it's just like, pass me the saltine crackers. I'm hungry. I'm just saying. You want to talk about age?
You saw Gully went from like, hey, I haven't done this in, millennia.
Oh, he won last year?
Well, he won to pick him. Absolutely, he did.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
I didn't know that. Well, then we're not going to spend too much time giving him credit for that. Don't do that. Oh my gosh,
I'll never still listening. You're welcome. Yep.
No, I'm just saying, he got my phone number. You know what I'm saying? He'll call me at 3:00 in the morning. Hey, who won to pick him last year? Who won to pick him? I'm like, what happened, man? I'm over here. No, man, I'm in my bonnet. I'm just saying. What about the Patriots? Who would you pick? Who would you say for the Patriots?
Jalen Polk, opposite of Stephon Diggs.
I was gonna say Diggs. Hey, what's the whole deal with the puppies in training camp? Did you see that?
Is that a therapy thing, or was that something else?
Well, from what I saw, it looked like the high school assignment we had when we had to take care of the egg. It was like our baby or whatever the case may be. And we had to, that type. Like, what are the Patriots doing over? Okay. I'm just saying. I never saw that with Bill Belichick. I'm just saying. I was gonna say Diggs.
Well, now wait a minute. That's your coach, though.
Who? Bill Belichick?
No. For the Patriots, the new coach.
What do you mean it's my coach?
Mike Vrabel.
Well, I wanted Vrabel to come here, but I didn't know he was going to be having puppies and all over the place. I'm just saying. I'd still take him.
It was an adoption event.
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay, got you. All right. I'm just saying.
Right, well, yeah, look at that. 40 shelter dogs were rescued.
Oh, shout out for that then. Okay, well, my bad. Okay. I mean, I just saying.
Our host wanted them to,
No, I just wanted context. You added context, therefore the context led to clarity. That's all I'm saying. I man, come on now.
A 90s movie. All dogs go to.
Come on, man. Bruh, you hold on now. Hold on now. You're talking to a person whose pet cat passed last year, and my youngest daughter still ain't got over it. Okay, so she was like a family member, Bella. Okay, yeah. So don't get it twisted now. Jay love the animals now. Don't play. Well, at least the domesticated ones. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna catch Jay doing what somebody seen some folks on Facebook doing out in Utah. Right, walking up to truck size elks and mooses or whatever it is, taking pictures. Like, man,
right? And then they have the nerve to be upset. Like, how dare it run me over?
Yeah, exactly. And they got signs saying stay 25,000 feet away from this thing, man. Okay, anyway, we're not gonna go down that road because we got a show to do. But I'm like, bro,
I will say this on a funny note. I did see video today of a squirrel catching trying to find some refuge from the extreme heat that we experience here in the Midwest.
Hey.
And of course, at Cedar Point, they have those fans with the sprayers.
Yeah, exactly.
He was laying flat on his belly with that sprayer and fan.
Hey, listen, bro, you can't tell me that animal kind is not has a level of intelligence that we sometimes overlook or underestimate. Because there was another video of a squirrel who was in somebody's house and took the broom and laid down and laid the broom on top of him like he had got hurt. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if I can find it, I'm gonna share it, put it in the Discord. All right. So thankfully, it took us 2 hours. Shout out for that. We got through the AFC East. Now, mind you, we still got the North, the South, and then the NFC. So let's kind of expedite things here. So we will go on to obviously the AFC North and start with the Ravens. Who's your player to watch for the Ravens?
I'm going to go with I have a guy, but I'm not sure if I want to choose him now. And instead, you know what? I'm going to go with T. Higgins. You got the deal done. And
whoa. Okay, so they did. Yeah. So it's all done then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay, got you.
Yeah, okay. 4 years, $115 million. However, only 40 guaranteed. For those that know,
Wow.
Although, again, I'm not going to, hey, that sounds great to me.
I don't know, man. You said 40 million?
Mm-hmm. Over 4 years.
Okay. That ain't all right. All right. That's fair. I like that. That ain't bad. For me, it's Flowers. Bruh, the Ravens win that game if he don't do what he did.
But you expect him to perform. You want him to do more,
bruh. I'm saying he could be the catalyst of, in a sense. I mean, look, the straw that stirs the drink is Lamar, obviously. You understand what I'm trying to say? But Zay Flowers could be Rashid Rice or Tyreek Hill. Detroit fan man, shout out, baby. Doesn't feel so good now. R.I.P. Chuck. Hey, fellas, what it do? Did I miss it? Is it an inside joke, Double J? What is he saying?
The infamous song by Chuck Mangione was "Feels So Good."
Oh yes. Okay, got you. Yeah. Okay, got you.
I will watch Propane Boom again. That is the episode. Couldn't tell you which season.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's Flowers. Flowers could really be a difference. You see what he's capable of. I just think he's still got another gear to get to, and I think he can get there. He got to get there because Ravens Chiefs one more time. He gonna be the difference. He got to get that Chiefs defense something else to think about, bro. He is a for real weapon, and I don't think we've seen what we gonna see, what we could see out of him. I just don't think so. For me, it's Flowers.
Wait, hang on a second. For Cincinnati or
no. I said the Ravens. The Ravens. We were on the
who
Ravens.
did you pick for Cincinnati?
We didn't go to. Did we go to Cincinnati already?
Yeah, that was who we started with. I remember I picked T. Higgins.
Oh, that's what about when you said T. Higgins. I'm thinking T. Higgins was with Baltimore. I'm like, huh? No, I said the Ravens. Okay, well, for Cincinnati,
you said the Ravens. Oh man, what am I here? Oh,
yeah, exactly. I said the Ravens.
Are you sure?
I said, bro. I'll check the tape. Detroit fan man. Who's staying up all night to catch Happy Gilmore 2 when it releases at 3 a.m.? What happened? Whoa! Ho! Back that up. At 3 a.m. today? Today, 3 a.m. Tomorrow, 3 a.m. Huh? Wait a minute. Wait. It's releasing in theaters at 3 a.m. or on Hulu or something like that or whatever, or Disney or something, or Paramount or something. Where's the Detroit fan man? Dang, he be coming up with some bangers. So it's releasing where? Like you can go to the movie theater at 3:00 in the morning to see Happy Gilmore? Is that what you're telling me?
Right, 3 a.m. Eastern time.
No way. Hold on. Detroit Fan Man said Netflix almost had it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you telling me at 3:00 in the morning I can get up and go and watch Happy Gilmore? Is that what you're telling me?
The new one. That's right.
No. But you know what though, man? I don't know, man. I'm gonna wait. Let some other folks check it out. I'm gonna wait because without Bob Barker, and don't get me wrong, Adam Sandler is the dude. He that dude. He just, I mean, come on, man. Adam Sandler. But without Bob Barker, because Bob was whooping in that one. Bob was taking names and not asking questions. Okay, Bob was whooping. Without Bob, man, I don't know. Detroit Fan Man, you think he can pull it off? I don't know. We're gonna take another break, man. We are already an hour into 2. We're gonna take another break. When we come back, don't you touch it. We're gonna get the rest.
Cleaning the cracks on your pavement surfaces can take hours and be torturous on your body. Until now. Bi-Cracky Weed Removal Tool was designed specifically to clean pavement cracks in a fraction of the time, all while standing up. Bi-Cracky's patented design incorporates a 2-sided steel blade and is encased by a durable fiberglass shell. Simply use the large end to clean big gaps, then rotate and use the small tip for narrow gaps. Made in the USA, Bi-Cracky eliminates weeds to the root and is environmentally friendly. Bi-Cracky. Save your back while you clean your crack.
All right, we are back. Before we get to that comment right there, Gully just let me know in our private chat that he will be back as soon as he possibly can. He's having technical difficulties. But I don't know. I think who's the running back behind Brown? Taj Brooks, is it?
For which team?
For Cincinnati. Cincinnati's fine. That's who I'm looking at, because can I don't know, man. Do you think can Brown be the every down back that the Bengals would need? Chase Brown, I mean.
Well, remember he split time with Zach Moss, and then obviously
Moss is not there anymore, though, right?
I'm almost positive he's still there. Well, no, he's still there.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. Well then, okay. But I don't know, man. I got my eye on my man right there, man. I got my man on Taj Brooks, man. I got a feeling he gonna play a part. He's gonna play a part. But I know one thing though, just as a unit, the Bengals, they can't get off to a slow start, not this year. They can't do it. Detroit Fan Man says this was the single movie that deserved a sequel the most. I'm kind of pumped for this. Yeah, I am too, but I'll let you watch it first, Detroit. I'll let you, and you tell me. You know what I mean? If you say I don't want no Rotten Tomatoes, but give me, like on the star system, like 1 out of 10, 10 stars, 9 stars, that type of deal. If you give it more stars than you don't, then I'll go check it out. You know what I mean? I'm going off of you right here. But I didn't know it was coming out this morning, bro. Wow. Happy Gilmore too. Yeah, I'm willing.
I have a long drive to Chicago. I'm not driving. So I will try to watch it then.
Wait, what happened? You got to go to Chicago?
Yeah, Aiden, 4 games this weekend.
Oh, man.
One Friday, dude, 7:30 Eastern time on a Sunday night. And we live 4 hours away.
Boy, the sacrifices we make as parents, bro. I don't envy you, bro. My days, listen, my oldest is on his way to North Carolina A&T, and my next oldest graduated Barber College, thank the Lord, and he's getting ready to go and take his state board. After that, y'all got to go and they still not grown, but they're old enough to make informed decisions. Y'all got to go. Time to get out the stroller. That's all I'm saying. You got a mustache. Ain't no need. You ain't riding. I seen a lady at the store the other day. Little boy had a cell phone and everything, but a binky in his mouth. I'm like, what? And she was carrying him. I'm like, really? That's why you got back problems. Anywho, what about the Steelers?
All right. Well, I figured you were going to start us there.
Okay, yeah, Sharon Rogers. Okay. All right. I don't place all the emphasis on training camp that most people do. I get it. They so overly excited about football. Any little thing, gets them going and all giddy-ish and all that type of stuff. I done had too many turns around the sun to get excited about that. I just want to holler at me when the red zone jumping off, and I'm good. You know what I mean? Let's take it from there. But he out there throwing pick sixes already. Or is it just training camp? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the spotlight is on you, Aaron. It's on you. Because hold on now. What the Steelers, I have never seen them wait on a guy and do what they did in regards to him. I had never seen them do that. Such a first-class organization. You know what I'm saying? He held them hostage for a few minutes. Okay, so the spotlight is on you. And as a result of the spotlight being on him, what do the Steelers do this year?
I actually think they could do more than many might be ready for.
Oh, my gosh. I knew you was getting ready to say that. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, well, don't leave it there. Add some detail to that.
Well, again, they got the deal done with TJ, which was really critical. But there's a sneaky player that I really like, a sneaky addition that I personally think I will be looking to target, maybe as a backup, and we'll see what he could do. But I like the reunited, and it feels so good for the fourth time. Speak that is a Chuck Mangione pun on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur Smith reunited with Jonnu Smith.
Oh, why did I not know you was going there? Wow. Okay.
Like you said, if you're correct in what you're suggesting, which is Aaron's abilities, he needs a big threat. And we've seen this in
but injuries at the NFL level take their toll. You understand? When you blow out an Achilles, bro, you see what happened. You see what he did when he blew it out with the Jets. It was nobody around him, no nothing, bro. Then let's not forget, bro. The NFL is still the NFL is still such that it is a collision sport. This is why contracts, for the most part, are not guaranteed, or only portions of it are, because that guy goes down, and then what? Everybody's PPR league is a ripple effect. Everybody's PPR leagues is done. Your traditionals are done. The owners is mad. I'm trying to say, fans are mad. Teams' fortunes could go down the tubes real quickly. You can go from being projected to be going 13-4 to 4-13, unless you're the Browns, of course. You know what I'm saying? And that's always the projection. I'm just saying. So I mean, and I mean, there's still some ability in the arm. He ain't got no noodle arm. Unfortunately, we saw that, with Peyton Manning and Ben Roethlisberger. And in Peyton's case, he had enough around him. He was still able to win the Super Bowl with it. Because, yeah.
What I'm going to be, again, interested in seeing is the deep ball threat still there? And I think that's why DK Metcalf over George Pickens was so pivotal. As much as I've been on record, especially those who watched the After Dark, series, that I loved George Pickens, but in terms of fit here,
he had a false sense of entitlement, though.
Well, everybody's got to learn at some point.
Yeah, well,
but I think for Aaron, this is the best case scenario. I think Arthur Smith's system works well for him,
and that's a key component too. That's a key component too. I won't take that away from him. We'll see. I mean, remind me again, what's the running game looking like? Because at this stage, especially, he's one guy, he definitely needs that.
Jaylen Warren and Caleb Johnson, and then you get some smaller guys like Kenneth Gainwell, who was still effective for Philly.
Yeah.
And then Trey Sermon, who looked like he might make some noise and had gotten hurt. So had some bad luck with the Colts.
Yeah,
the Ohio State product.
I think.
Did we lose him?
I think we lost him.
All right, Golly, who do you think here out of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, for certain, it would be Aaron Rodgers. There's a lot of high expectations considering his tumultuous tenure, if I even said that word right. Tumultuous, terrible tenure with the Jets. Well, or the misfire with the injury, of course, but then after that, their running game, to echo what we said before. Now, in fairness, Aaron Rodgers' lone Super Bowl, that running game was not one. It didn't have a feature back that was a household name, and I think in terms of play calling, they were like close to even in terms of run versus pass, to the point where basically the running game was effectively, like, to borrow another metaphor from boxing, like a jab. They did it, and it was effective for the sake of being able to set up the pass. So he didn't at that time need an all-pro running back in order to be effective in the passing game. But we're talking, what was that, 14 years ago now? Wow, a long time ago. So maybe times have changed, and maybe you do need a workhorse, somebody who can be a solid 1,000-yard, 900-yard, 1,000-yard rusher, even in the 17-game season, in order to release the pressure, in order for Aaron Rodgers to be most effective at surprising you with the pass. But yeah, so whomever that running back by committee is in Pittsburgh, I think they've got a really, really big job on their hands this year, even more so than years past.
Yeah, and again, I'll emphasize why the Arthur Smith thing is good. I think he builds offenses that are very quarterback friendly, especially for veterans. Efficient, timing throws, pre-snap motion, a lot of stuff that's going to allow the quarterback to basically read the defense. So he schemes it in a manner in which you can change the protections and then potentially go into RPOs if necessary. And again, we've seen that with guys like Mariota, Ritter, or Tannehill in the past. But and then, as you mentioned, that run game, Najee Harris, or in this case, Jaylen Warren, he won't be asked to basically throw 50 times. And as I pointed out, both of those tight ends are phenomenal. And so we've only seen this once with him in the past, which was, maybe the combo of Jermichael Finley and Robert Tonyan. So again, I like it. And I think Roman Wilson has Michigan guys know how quick he is. A little bit of a disappointment last year. So he's got a lot to overcome, but DK Metcalf can also serve as a pressure release if he's got to just heave it up. As far as moving on within the AFC North.
All right,
there we go.
I'm so sorry about that, bruh. Lightning just struck my my AC unit.
Really?
Hear me?
Yeah,
lightning just struck my central air unit. All my power just went out. Everything was gone, bro. The lights and everything went out just that fast.
Whoa. You good though, right?
Yeah, it came. I'm sitting here talking to y'all. And listen, hold on. I got to turn my light back on. Hold on.
Live TV.
Yeah, live TV for you, right, bro? I'm sitting here talking, and then all of a sudden, everything just went out. The whole house was dark. And listen, hey, listen. I'm really not trying to be gross or nothing like that. But bruh, it happened so quick, and everything went so dark. And the only thing that was light was the lightning. And my central air unit is right outside my window here, and where I do the show, bruh. Oh man, I'm not going. All I'm gonna say is, when this show is done, I'm gonna have to throw these. I'm gonna have to burn these underwear. I'm just saying.
Well, hey, we need to sponsor. We need dude wipes.
Yeah,
I mean, they got the Browns uniform.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We need dude wipes. Oh man, bro. For a moment, oh man, y'all don't understand, bro. I'm sweating. I was like, man, what the world? Oh, for everything to be black and all you see is this light blue. Oh my gosh. Anywho, for the Browns, let's pick up where I left off. Okay.
Right. Out there in the yard.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't outside, man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. For the Browns, Luke Floria. Am I saying that correctly? That his name? The wide receiver? Shout out to GL, man. Where you been, man? Shout out to G. GL, Sleepy G. Yeah. Oh, Gully. I mean, you got a fan club out there, bro.
Yeah, he said nothing for weeks, and then the first thing he say is me. Oh, you know what? Gibby, I appreciate you, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. For the Browns, yeah, Luke Floria. But at the end of the day, man, everybody knows by now because it's all over social media, right? The Browns have unveiled their new uniforms, right? I just want to say, they look colorful, okay? But all the excitement over the unveiling of a new uniform, how about they unveil a team that's going to win something? Can we do that? Let's get to this comment right quick. GL said, almost fantasy season, and you'll see me a lot more. Haha. Y'all the best advice for reals. We winning next year. Okay, then. Shout out to that, then. Okay.
Yeah, well, we looking forward to it. Matter of fact, you know what? It is, man, August is right out around the corner where that lightning struck barbershop. So we got to get our draft stuff together,
really?
Double J.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you finna do. You gonna make light of that? Huh? I could have been a goner.
Hot. You gonna make light of that?
Okay.
Give yourself a laugh track.
No, that
was terrible. That was terrible.
Listen, I promise you, that's not even why I said it. I'm saying, wow, really? Only you would make that connection. And you still cracking a joke. I could have been up out of here. This dude right here, man. We draft.
What you did? You still here with us?
Okay, right. GL said we draft pretty late. I'm always super nervous when it comes around. Not gonna lie. I think that's what that stands for, right? NGL.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, thank you. All right. Then moving on to the AFC South. We got to get through this, man. My gosh. The Texans. Who is your player to watch for the Texans this year? Hey, Chuck Mangione, who's your player to watch for the Texans this year? Y'all know who mine is. Nick Chubb.
Yep, that's where I was going.
Nick Chubb, baby.
It's consistent. To me, it's Joe Mixon.
Why you say? Oh, yeah, why? Why you say?
Because if Joe Mixon could spell him, if they could spell each other if anywhere as close to as effectively as Kareem Hunt and Chubb, then the Texans are a dark horse favorite to not only go but win a Super Bowl. But you want to be able to have put Chubb in a position where he don't have to, where you're not looking for him to handle that workload and overexert himself.
Yeah, well, no, he Joe Mixon or CJ Stroud. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you, GL. I ain't mad at that. But for me, I'm just saying, it's me as Chubb, man. Chubb is a favorite, man. For him to have gone through all of the injuries, bruh. I mean, and it seemed like they was just like back to back. Blew his knee out, then he broke his foot. To come back, how many injuries has he come back from? And to still be playing football, bruh, that's my dude. For him to have any type of production. And let me ask you that. You all are more so the fantasy owners and players than I am nowadays. Would you all pick him as on your fantasy rosters?
Absolutely.
He would round out a roster for me. I think at this point, and that's because, when we play in fantasy, we gotta act like a GM. I mean, my heart goes out to the guy. You know what I'm saying? I really want him to do well, perform well. Shoot, I want, especially in a potential return game to Cleveland or whatnot. I always gonna want him to do well. But
wait, they
as
play the
far
Browns
as-
this year?
No, I'm saying if any potential return. I mean, the
okay.
Browns have to magically make it to the playoffs. So
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what it'd be, like Lucky Charms. Magically make it to the daggone playoffs. You're darn right it would be.
So
what about go
but
ahead. My bad.
Because of that, but in light of that though, these are some very serious injuries. So I would be cautiously optimistic. I think it would be the fandom getting the best of me to want to pick him like in the early rounds, especially if you got your eye on other running backs to better help your game. I wouldn't go first round with him, but I wouldn't leave him out there. If you're rounding out your roster, he wouldn't be a bad pickup.
I got you. GL said depends on where you get him at. That's what all depends. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. The Colts, your player to watch this upcoming season for the Colts. Anthony Richardson. I'm telling y'all, go check the tape. When this dude, and he was my classic case for why I would say, or why I said what I said about Tony Dungy, and any pick can be a hit or miss. Do you have the front office and the people in place who understand how to minimize risk? He was my example for that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, do I have to give myself a button. Because he done stunk up the joint. I mean, and I give myself a button again for the Colts front office. Because I was thinking, because obviously the questions surrounding him when he got drafted, GL said Anthony Richardson and JT. Who was JT? I don't know who's JT.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, bro. Jonathan Taylor is come on, that goes without saying. I think it's Anthony Richardson, bro. It was a lot of talk prior to him getting drafted, or when he got drafted. It was a lot of questions, I should say. Like, why did the Colts take him? And I was defending him. Oh, man, using my Tony Dungy line. Hit or miss, blah, blah, blah. Well, they done missed big time, I think. They done missed big time. And they're going to miss the playoffs again this year, too.
Well, no, I mean, spend a moment, though. Like, let's revisit that. Like, what did you see then? It didn't bear out, but what did you see that made you inclined to be so highly on him? What did you see that gave you that inclination?
Really? I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move on from a mistake I made. You know what I'm trying to say? And you want to rub it in.
See, you know what? That's why you never learn. That's why you never learn. Kobe Bryant say, watch the film. Kobe Bryant say, watch the game. Kobe Bryant say, watch the game.
Okay.
And you won't watch it. You won't even indulge us. So see, you're not helping our fans not make the same mistake. You won't indulge us. So then they'll just go ahead and do the same thing. All right. So everybody who draft Richardson just off of this guy, just understand.
No, I'm not. Hold up. No.
I asked you to help us, and you didn't. You ain't want to give us a caution.
First of all, I done fell on.
You ain't want to give us a cautiously optimistic tale.
I'm not giving you optimistic nothing. You need an optometrist because you ain't see what I'm saying. I fell on the sword. I said when I said what I said when he got drafted, I was all in his corner, and I used Tony Dungy's in the example of the organization. I thought the Colts organization found a diamond in the rough where everybody else was poo-pooing on him. He only had 17 games in college. I'm just picking a number. He only had 6 minutes in college. Why would they take him that high pick? I was like, man, you forget y'all. The Colts front office know what they're doing, and obviously they look more like the Browns than they did anything else. I'm just saying. And then you want me to? I done already cut myself. You want me to put the knife in further and twist it? Is that what you want me to do? Man, please. I can't wait till Predator Badlands come out because guess what's going to happen in your case. GL Wayne, and again, he said JT got hurt after his incredible year, and he's been questionable. Sure, he's an amazing back and is explosive, but can he copy his rookie year? I want Anthony Richardson to copy somebody's rookie year or somebody's year, period. I'm just saying. Okay. At least JT, he got a resume. Okay, JT, we've seen what he can do. Anthony Richardson, I don't know what they're doing. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Anthony Richardson is trash. Why stop messing with the buttons? Yeah, Anthony Richardson is trash. Definitely he is. What about the Jaguars?
Travis Hunter.
Oh, wow. Really? I mean, wow. That was hard. Okay.
Well, no, are they going to let him play both sides of the ball?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not this first year. And if they do, it might be, well, who knows? I mean, who knows? They might have some like spot plays or something, you know, on occasion, depending on what package, you know what I mean? And that's interesting too. Like if they what would you play him in if he was on defense? The nickel?
I'd try to put him as a slot corner. Maybe.
Yeah, GL said Travis Hunter easily. Yeah, okay. Oh, you put him on the slot? You put him in, yeah, okay, on the slot. Okay. So that's, yeah, then that's, we talk a nickel. Okay.
Or dime.
All right. All right. Or dime. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll give you that one. What about the Titans? Cam Moore, baby.
I was thinking for the Jags, Travis Etienne Jr. because of how he finished, to see if that will translate to more success, or maybe it was just lightning in the bottle. Sorry about the phrase, but
no. Oh wow, really? You doing it again?
Yeah.
This dude right
no,
here.
After it sounded good, and then it sounded good. Then I realized quickly, like,
oh please, you knew what you said. Oh man, stop it. Then you gonna try to walk it back, Cam Newton. You're worse than doggone Gilbert Arenas right now. GL says again, I think with Travis Hunter, you let him play all offense as wide receiver, and every now and then have him on every other drive, so then he can rest, or put him in just for a few plays on defense, primarily offense. Yeah, I'm kind of going with that too.
Well, look at the way Dion was used as a Cowboy in the secondary. I mean, has a wide out, and in the secondary, like there are plays and situations. Matter of fact,
it would be kind of like vice versa.
Not only Dion, but Troy Brown with New England.
Well, Troy Brown was forced into playing defensive back, and he did it pretty good too, though. But he was primarily wide receiver. And in Dion's case, Dion was primarily defense, but played wide receiver and punt. You know what I'm saying, on occasion. So it could be the.
Gotcha.
But see, that's the thing, though. What is Travis Hunter? What is he primarily?
Well, I guess his performance will indicate where he's best suited in the NFL. We don't know.
Yeah, GL says, man, Travis Etienne is one of my favorite running backs ever, but they didn't utilize him, and that injury hurt him. No way. Bigsby is better. Ooh, I don't know, Gully. Ooh, he might got you on that one right there. Said Bigsby is better.
Yeah. Somebody got points. Somebody got points off our recommendation last year. I don't know who it was.
Oh wow! So
consistent recommendations, right?
Do I
got it right, Double J? Double J, do I have it right? Was that the guy that we was banking on? That we kind of recommended late in the season?
Bigsby. You talking about Bigsby?
Oh. No, Etienne.
Oh no, he's saying no. Bigsby isn't better. Oh, okay. All right. My bad. I'm just saying, I don't start no fires over here. I just start them. I'm just saying, like, Smokey the Bear, baby. You know what I'm saying? Give a hoot, don't pollute type of deal. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to finish up our AFC, and then we're going to get to our NFC. And then, we got a little question. Oh, okay. GL says again, we were banking on Chase Brown, Gully. Oh, okay. Oh, so y'all got your, so wait a minute. And he said Chase Brown is the go. Oh,
Chase Brown is Cincinnati, right?
That's right.
No. Who was it? Who was it? It was a wideout. It was a wideout. We kept picking late in the season.
Okay, well, we're gonna take a break, and then when you come back, y'all can figure that out during the break. Yeah, I mean, my gosh, man, I just said we're taking a break. Now you want to break some, man? Don't let me break my boy. Ooh, I'm trying to tell you. Ooh, let's get this over with.
It's K Cunningham, and you watching the Shop Report. I'm Harvey Diallo, and you watching the Shop Report.
My name's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Oh, you're Jay Knight, you're watching the Shop Report.
Braxton Key, you're dropping in on the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Morris Mann, works at Mercury Stadium, and you're watching the Shock Report.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shock Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
I'm Matt Ramos, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? I'm Rajay Davis, and you're watching the Shop Report. How you doing? This is Nelson Figueroa, former Major League pitcher with a lot of teams. You're about to listen to The Shop Report.
Hey, this is Howard Johnson. You're watching The Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to The Shop Report podcast. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Josh Tolley, former catcher of the New York Mets, and you're watching The Shop Report.
This is Edgardo Alfonso for the Mets, and you're listening to Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching The Shop Report.
Hello, this is Mike Hampton, and you're watching Shop Report.
Hey, this is Herman Harvey, former NFL offensive lineman with the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens, and you're listening to The Shop Report.
All right, we are back. GL said, y'all see GL? He said, hey, I'm GBL. Look, and you're watching The Shop Report. Shout out, man. It's all good. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we move over to the AFC West, finally. Yeah.
Bucky Irving is a name that we...
Bucky Irving played with the Buccaneers, bro.
No, I know. I'm talking about last year, Gully was asking.
Oh, Bucky Irving. Yeah. You sure it ain't the same Bucky that was with Captain America?
Tyrone Tracy.
Oh, well, they cloned Tyrone, so I'm just saying what's going on. I'm just saying. Shout out for that. The AFC West, the Kansas City Chiefs. Who is the player to watch? Well, I mean, let's not all talk at once. I mean, my gosh, 5 minutes ago, everybody couldn't stop talking. Now all of a sudden, didn't stop talking.
Yeah, give me Xavier Worthy.
You know, I don't know. I'm just want to ask a general question, man. I mean, I know the Chiefs still got Patrick Mahomes, obviously, and Andy Reid, but do we see them slowing down anytime soon?
I would say if they do, the individual that I just asked about has a similar season as last year, which is 19 catches for 287 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I don't know, man. Just Pat. He just that good though, bro. I think he's gonna be in. As long as he at the helm, they're gonna be in it, man. And you definitely. GL's weighing in. Lord have mercy, he weighing in. He's saying Bucky the GOAT. Holy, the running backs I had were so good. I had Bucky, Chase, and Tracy.
Yep.
No way you get them all again.
you gotta understand. We were on fire last season.
He says the speedster Xavier Worthy. Yeah, I mean that's like the favorite pick. You know what I mean? And then he said, yes, Chiefs are only getting 10 wins this year. You think so?
Hey, is that getting them into the playoffs? I mean, imagine the Chiefs having to do it as a wild card team, right? That's a mark of a dynasty for sure.
To Gully's point, Barbershop, I asked you earlier because you were saying Miami has to get home field and all this other thing.
They do.
He just threw out a number.
They do. Miami got to win.
Well, right, but now what we're saying is theoretically, now you see these guys, you know, right? Givey and Gully are now suggesting that potentially their KC's only going to be right around 10 wins.
Givey also said Broncos. Whoa. Man, that's wait a minute now. That's jumping out the plane at 87,000 feet with no parachute. Don't be DB Cooper over here now. They're still looking for that money. But I don't, Gully, what you over there doing? You playing with the Evil Knievel? What you? Oh, I hope you ain't. Oh man, you should maybe mute your mic. Yeah, he did.
Oh, you bet not. Oh, you bet not. Oh, you bet not. Oh.
Hey, all I heard was electrodes. I didn't know what was going on. Bro. You know what I'm trying to say? But so Double J, are you suggesting that we see the Chiefs in the same light as we do the Dolphins? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm simply, earlier I was making the case for you that said this is a make or break season for the Miami Dolphins. And so not only
is that,
they have to make a run, but you're also saying they have to have home field advantage. So what I said was for that to occur.
He said Gully taking Susu in the middle of a street. Hey, Gully, it wasn't me. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. So I mean, don't look at me. I didn't say nothing. But so you want me to put a number on?
No. Now I'm saying, do you believe that Miami could get more than 10 wins? Because in theory, if they
I don't believe it. I'm saying they have to. They have to. I'm not saying I think they will. I'm just saying that they have to if they want to continue with what they have. Because if they don't, everybody's gone. Waddle will be somewhere else. Tua might still be there. McDaniels is definitely out. Tyreek is gone. He's a speedster as it is. So, he's going to be out of there on the first thing smoking. That whole team going to be dismantled. Hey, and guess what? I'd take Mostert back. Could you see what the Browns running backs is going on with them right now? Unbelievable. Givey said, Miami an 8-win team, in my opinion, but they have such a good team. I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong. Exactly. That's kind of where I was going with that, Double J. Like, their offense, I mean, even on paper with Waddle and Tyreek, how are they have got to be somewhere in the top 5 in terms of just on paper, like the most explosive.
Oh, hands down.
That's what I'm trying to say. But even with that, I'm saying if they don't get home field advantage, they're going to have to go somewhere cold, and all of that stuff is going to be a moot point.
Yeah, I mean, look, if I were ranking it, I would say that the cold weather or playoff conditions as a whole would be number 4. Again, even
exactly.
But to me, Tua definitely has a ceiling. So dare we say Cam Newton could have been a little bit more aggressive, say with him, be kind of redirecting those comments, right?
Yeah, I'm with that. He definitely should have. GL said again, Waddle, Achane, and Tyreek, how are you such an underperforming team with those 3? I don't know if you're asking me.
Well, they had at one point in time.
He's making the comments rhetorical.
That's what I was going to say. If you're asking me, I can give you an answer. If it's rhetorical, I can still give you an answer. That's what I'm trying to say. With all of that they have, bruh, even if you got to win games 41-38, okay, that's fine. If the defense, I don't know what it is. But I'm just saying, bruh, it's no way. They have everything except when they get to, if they got to go somewhere cold.
Except for a dome, right? That worked for the greatest show on turf because they were on turf. Right? So when you look at Miami, they're inconsistent.
Yeah, but the Rams are a dome team too with Matt Stafford. And they was this close.
Now is it? SoFi?
SoFi is a dome. Well, I think it's a retractable, something like that, or whatever.
Yeah, but I was talking about the St. Louis Rams.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, again, since 2022, they have a losing record versus teams with winning records. So there's Exhibit A.
The Dolphins?
Yes.
Ooh.
So they
whoa. They have a winning record against teams with a losing record. Is that what you just said?
Correct.
Okay.
And vice versa. They have a losing record versus teams with a winning record.
And now they have a losing record versus teams with a winning record. And do they still have Tyreek, Waddle, and Achane and all of that?
Right, but that speed-based offense gets neutralized when they're forced to play through contact or
like the Patriots did to the Rams, the greatest show on turf. Yeah, Bill Belichick's plan was simple. He said, we're going to Otis Smith and all of them guys. He said, we're going to rough them up at the line of scrimmage. Givey said Raiders having a Pete Carroll Seattle after party.
Now, wait a minute, Givey. There's also speaking of after parties, a member of our after parties there, Trump J did give that hint away. That was Mostert.
Yeah.
And we know what Pete Carroll can do with some running backs.
Well, he not really, but hold on now.
Hear that, Gully?
Pete Carroll already came out and basically in so many words and then already said Ashton Gianti, this offense, that's what they're gonna do, bro. I'm just trying to tell you, bro.
Just give me the third down. Let's see how long homie lasts.
Okay.
In the NFL.
What about the Chargers? Who's your player to watch for the Chargers? Hold on. Givey said he can't run the ball at the 1 yard line. Okay, this is fantasy talk. I have no idea. Okay, this is
talking about at the Super Bowl. Remember they threw the ball instead of running it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, duh. Yeah, it's past my bedtime. Yeah, right. Yeah, I got my theories on that. Chargers. Who you got?
Trey Harris.
Jim Harbaugh. Okay, it's not even a player. Jim Harbaugh. Everywhere he goes, Gibby said, as a Seattle fan, that hurts. Everywhere he goes, he turns teams around. I'm not saying to the tune of a Parcells. Okay, because Parcells was good for that. I'm not saying that, but teams do better when he take over, and it don't take long. But Justin Herbert then took such a beating these last couple years, man. I don't know if they got to be RoboCop. They're gonna have to put him back together, man. He took a sternum shot, not last year. I think it was year before last. Man, he took a shot in the sternum, man. And I'm the only other time I've ever seen a quarterback get hit with that type of ferocity, velocity, or whatever else you want to call it, was when Leonard Marshall caught Joe Montana from behind. Oh man, blindsided him, bro. I thought Joe was dead. I'm for real. Oh. I didn't think he was getting up, bro. I did not think he was getting. And for him to get up off that turf, bro, that's why I'm gonna keep saying you cannot be a person sitting in the room with me and we talking NFL football and you say something like about a player, best ability is availability. He can't stay on the field. You're not gonna say that around me, and I'm just gonna let it slide. Absolutely not. Not doing it. Not doing it. Them dudes right there, bro. At a training camp one time when Travis Prentice was the running back for the Browns and Wally Rainier, I'm telling it. And Wally Rainier was the running back. And I had front row seats or whatever it is, being there kind of with the media. I was a guy that worked for Channel 8. I was a guest of his and so on and so forth. But anyway, where I was standing at, it was pads, and they were doing 11 on 11s. And it was a thin red line. You know how you go to the, I don't know, at the movie theater, sometimes they got the things that keep people in line or whatever the case may be. Anyway, it was a line that were in between me and the players. Man, they ran their play towards my side. Bruh. I'm not going to even say what I was getting ready to say. It was a concussive I felt the force from it. Man, I'm talking about my whole like somebody had, I'm talking like a bomb had went off. And I was like, this is just practice? Like Iverson, practice? Oh, I can't imagine what it's like when the guy on the other side of you who don't like you, and that's his, if he don't do what he do, that's his bread meat he don't eat. It's no way in the world, bro. But hold on, Gibby said, but Chargers is Mr. Butterfingers and Najee. Chargers, and he also said Chargers need an explosive wide receiver so bad.
See, and that's my pick, Trey Harris. And Gibby, I love number 2 receivers, and I know the whole world is going to be on McConkey, and that includes defenses.
Hey man, McConkey is nice though, bro. Don't. Nope. Give
me the number 2 receiver in that type of system.
All right, Broncos. Who you got player to watch the Broncos? We still got to get through the NFC, man. We're gonna try to do a little better with the NFC East, y'all. I mean, with
Patrick
the NFC,
Surtain.
Oh, who'd you say?
Patrick Surtain, corner.
Yeah, I'm going quarterback again, bro. Knicks. You gotta let's see. You got all the hype, like Drake May and all of that, whatever the case may be. A lot of folks are saying Bo Nix is this and that over a lot of guys that's already established in the league, because of Sean Payton. Coaching matters. Okay, let's see then. Let's see you duplicate. Let's okay, hold on. Gibby says, since y'all are big wrestling fans, I'm not educated. And since the sadness of Hulk Hogan passing, do you have any memories or any favorite moments off topic? LOL, but rest in peace. Yeah.
On the Turnbuckle Monday, we'll take care of that. We got you, Gibby, on the Turnbuckle
Monday. Appreciate that. Bo Nix easily Broncos. Yeah, no question. Detroit fan man got back. He getting back into action. He said, "Nah, take your time with NFC. We still got basically 4 hours till H."
Happy Gilmore.
All right. Well, this is the first time ever. We're gonna take y'all as close. We're gonna get y'all as close as we can to Happy Gilmore too. All right.
Gonna be pushing Sleepy G.
Yeah, y'all don't understand, man. I take Metamucil and Geritol, so I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm not finna stay with y'all all night. You know what I'm saying? Y'all young whippersnappers. Lastly, for the AFC, thank goodness, the Raiders. I already told you. I'm telling you right now, my player is Ashton Gianti. I'm jumping out the tree, baby.
Just want to see what this Dante Thornton can do. 6'5", looks, deep play threat. If they get a breakout weapon, which, again, what Devontae Adams was about the last one that they had. So,
wait,
Geno can find him, and that's the thing.
What happened to Waller though? Did he retire?
No, I think he was in New York.
That's what I'm saying. 1 minute he was with the Raiders, and the next minute,
after Kelsey Plum left him, it was kind of curtains. And then he did that weird music video.
I didn't see that part. Man, he was balling. He was the one bright spot on the Raiders a couple years back, man. He was balling.
And then he did that kind of music video. I don't know. Anyway.
GL says Sleepy G finna fall asleep on the stream. Yeah, you can tell, because he ain't said nothing in the last 18 seconds. I'm going Geno. Okay, all right.
He's on Miami.
Is he?
There you go. You can change your pick.
Okay, Detroit fan man. Detroit fan man. He let. Yep. He said, I think Walter's a Dolphin now. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that go. All right. We're gonna take another quick break, and then we come back because I gotta shut my. I got my AC going, and the rain is starting up again, and I gotta go shut that thing off, man. Because I ain't trying to finna get electrocuted. Y'all ain't none of y'all gonna save me. You know what I'm saying? Not even Waller. I don't think, even though he's a Dolphin now. Swimmy, fishy. We can take another break. We come back. We're going to finish up with the NFC and then a question. Then we're going to let y'all go ahead and watch Happy Gilmore. How about that? Did that sound good? No? All right, here we go. All righty. We are back for the second 47th hour of the P-Rogram tonight. And now we move over to the NFC, starting with the NFC East. And now, mind you, some of these players that Double J and Gully are naming, and I'm here for the cookies and peanuts, I guess. You might want to write down for your future upcoming fantasy picks and your PPRs and your traditionals, whatever it is. And you all are Double J, Gully. You all are going to do the fantasy after midnight. You're gonna do that this year too?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Turns, yep.
All right. I'm gonna let y'all handle it.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, we're gonna be back with that for sure.
Okay, good. Because the time y'all do that be my nap time. All right. I'm 56 years old, man. I'm not about to be on here messing with y'all for $1,700.
No, but no excuses on why your fantasy team is so bad.
No, I don't make excuses. It's terrible. So you thought I was going to be in denial? It's not, okay? Yeah. Gibby said NFC East is stacked. I think that division is going to be good. Oh, don't do that, GL, because he said they better do the fantasy. I need Sleepy G and Double JJ. Double J, huh? Oh, don't say that about the NFC East, because I said that a couple years ago. I asked the question, was the NFC East the best division in football? And boy, oh boy, for 2 years straight, I got lambasted. But starting with the NFC East, the Cowboys, who's the player to watch? Dak Prescott. I'm sick of hearing about Dakota and what the Cowboys gonna do. They ain't fulfilling no quota. I'm sick of hearing about it. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna have to, because in big games, his performances have been subpar. Okay. So this is the year. This is it right here. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you right now, I think Michael Parsons, he's gonna be out of there next year.
Yeah, give me George Pickens.
GL said George Pickens and Dak. Yeah, okay, George Pickens. I mean, there's been some footage now going around on the social media sites, Cowboys training camp. Pickens is looking good out there.
Yeah, him and CeeDee Lamb seem to have, they have a handshake.
Oh, well, I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, but even still, that's what I'm trying to say. Dak don't have no excuses. Okay. If for all of the talk, and no disrespect to the Cowboys fans out there, shout out to them, whatnot, but for all of the talk, if you want to see or look at a quarterback in this light, Sleepy G doing his own thing, because what's his answer? Oh, Gully, he coming after you. You look at a quarterback like a chef. How many quarterbacks, when they go to the cupboard to make a meal and see that they don't have top shelf ingredients, can still make a meal and you won't know that they didn't have top shelf ingredients? How many quarterbacks currently in the NFL would you say fit that bill? Okay. Okay, yeah, but you don't have to answer that. It wasn't really rhetorical, but okay, it could be rhetorical. That's fine. But I'm telling you this, Dak Prescott ain't got no excuses. All of the talk coming out of Cowboy country is Dak Prescott is this, and he better than Jalen Hurts, and he better than whoever else, and he right up there with Mahomes and all of that. Okay, well, Dak now, he got, because with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, he done went from oatmeal, basically, to steak and gumbo, right? Because who not picking CeeDee Lamb and Pickens in their fantasies? If you're playing fantasy, them two guys are gonna be they're gonna go quick.
I'm gonna say this to you real quick. Ready? So obviously Dak's played a little bit longer, but the record wins losses, Dak is 73-41, Jalen Hurts is 40-22. The completion percentage 66.5 for Dak, 63 for Jalen Hurts. Pass yards 29,500 for Dak, 14,800 for Jalen. Touchdowns for passing, of course, 202 for Dak, 90 for Jalen Hurts. Interceptions, of course, 72 for Dak, 38 for Jalen Hurts. The passer rating, 98 for Dak, 91.5 for Jalen Hurts. Of course, rushing touchdowns, Jalen Hurts does have about 10 more.
This sounds so Romo-esque.
Good. With all of that got much more than Jalen. Answer me this question. In the playoffs, who would you rather have?
That type of performance, that type of accolades should translate to some significant postseason.
Yes, who has better postseason success between the two?
Well, now we just talked about that. Who has the better defense?
Okay, who
doesn't matter, man? How many years is it gonna be? I don't have a defense. Like, listen, eventually that excuse will even run out for Joe Burrow.
Whoa, ooh, Gully, ooh, that's GL said I took CeeDee Lamb first pick last year. Haha. He said, and now Sleepy G comes back. Oh, Gully, he getting you better than I get you. Go ahead, do your thing, GL. Do your thing. He said, Detroit fan man said, so Amon-Ra is just a slot merchant. Is that what he's saying there?
Oh.
But somehow CeeDee has more snaps from the slot. Ooh. Yeah. Dang, Sleepy G on his villain arc today. He give me the business. Hey, listen, I don't have to say nothing. If he come here every week, I'm not gonna say a word. But I'm asking you, bro. In the playoffs, man, whatever Dak is in the regular season, it don't translate like it should, like the numbers would suggest they should in the postseason. Because how many interceptions in the playoffs Dak then took the Cowboys to that he didn't throw versus Jalen in the playoffs? Where's the number for that? I'm just saying. I trust Jalen Hurts more in the playoffs than I do Dak Prescott. And if you want to say that Dak Prescott didn't have all his weapons. Okay. Well, again, he got weapons with CD and Pickens. They don't get no more weaponry than that, if I can say that word in that case. GL said again, Dak is still overrated no matter his skill, but I'm taking Jalen over him due to his postseason successes. Yeah, thank you. That's my point. Okay, that's my point. What about the Giants?
Oh, gotta be our quarterback. Gotta be Mr. Unlimited. Is that the name of him?
What happened?
Isn't it Mr. Unlimited?
Who is Mr. Unlimited?
Okay. The persona that Russell Wilson adopts whenever he wants to get in, the persona he adopts whenever he wants to get into his performative mode. Mr. Unlimited.
Okay, so you cracking on Russ? That what you saying?
No, I'm saying like, yo, that's what he called himself. So then let's see. Like,
Gibby said Jackson Dart. Didn't he? Did he get hurt?
The defense.
Didn't Jackson Dart get hurt? All the Giants quarterbacks. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Let me give you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and then he said Russell Wilson as did Gully, and then he said Unlimited as did Gully. Yeah, I'm with you on that, though. Yeah, Russ, you can't, But you know what though? Gully. Maybe he was still with Seattle. Can't remember what year it was. We were in the shop and E. Simpkins came in. No, was it E. Simpkins? Yeah, E. Simpkins came in the shop. And he said then what we're seeing now about Russell Wilson. He said, man, Russ is out. He said he's nice, man, but bro, he ain't all that. He really ain't all that. So Double J had to step away here for a second. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. He said he'd be right back. He said he really ain't all that, bro. And then he added some detail. But
gave some context, huh?
Yeah, he gave some context at the time. But at the time, I said, E, come on, man, you jumping out the tree, bro. And lo and behold,
he landed on his feet. He jumped out that tree.
Yeah. Yeah, he sure did. GL said here's a good one. Is Russ a Hall of Famer? Ooh.
Got 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 ring. He had a phenomenal, the first half of his career, including those wins.
I don't know.
You gotta remember the season before that Super Bowl appearance. You gotta remember how well they played. Right? Didn't they meet they met the Falcons on the road. Yeah, they met the Falcons on the Falcons road to the Super Bowl, and he looked pretty good. Legion of Boom defense does help, but
wait a minute. Whoa. Well, you said they played the Falcons. Why don't I remember?
Yeah, I want to say he was. Yeah, I think they played. Maybe it might. No, it might not have been. It might not have been in the Falcons Super Bowl year, but they met the Falcons in the playoffs, and it was like Russ' second season, and he did well. They came up
and he balled out, huh?
Yes, the Seahawks came up short, but wasn't for lack of trying. And the promise of Russ showed up.
Beat the brakes off the Broncos in the Super Bowl. Sure enough, did. The Legion of Boom was that was really the focal point. I think the offense, the offense just was. They was passengers. That defense was. Oh my gosh. GL said, "I miss Russ." Do you? Okay, in Seattle, huh? Are you in Seattle? Not to try to put your business all out there like you want everybody to know. I'm just curious.
Yeah, fan.
Oh, okay, maybe so. That's fine. That's cool. But yeah, man, that's a good one, man. Right now I can't. I don't think so.
Because
I'm looking at guys like Sterling Sharp just got in. Javon Walker, maybe a case could be made for him. Some people say. Roger Craig is a crime that he's not in. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So
yeah,
I don't. And then this talk about Vinny Testaverde having 400 million passing yards, but they didn't pass the Browns to no Super Bowl. Maybe was Testaverde the quarterback when the Browns beat the Oilers at the time, the Houston Oilers, in the last game of the season just to make the playoffs, and then they had to turn around and play the Oilers in that playoff game, and he stunk up the joint, or was it still Bernie? I can't remember.
I think that was that sounded like Testaverde.
Yeah, I think it was Testaverde. I don't call, but Testaverde was colorblind. He's like Jameis Winston to me. He gonna keep both teams in the game. Detroit fan man said, just my opinion, but when the Broncos flushed Russ in his contract after a bad day at Ponderosa, his chance at the Hall of Fame died too. Yeah, No, but I was born closest to Seattle, and the state I was born didn't have no team. Oh, okay, I got you. Shout out for that. It's all good. I don't know. I'm with Detroit fan man, bro. I'm with Detroit fan man. Double J, are you back? Let me know if you're back. I see you up there. Oh, maybe he is. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't. Ooh. I don't know. I think the jury's still out. Okay, because if that's the case, it's Eli Manning. Is Eli Manning? You know what I'm saying? Next to Eli Manning, who would you put in?
I would put Eli Manning.
Okay, well,
I'm telling you, those two Super Bowl wins are the capstone to those two playoff runs that show that when conditions were right, he is a quarterback that when you bring him to the table, he's like a closer, like a Mariano Rivera. I keep making other sports references to whatever we talk about today.
Listen, it don't matter the sport. If the premise is the same, it don't matter the sport, bro.
So in those runs, when we talk about Hall of Fame, when I think about Hall of Fame, I'm thinking about, all right, here's a player who had moments that symbolize why we love this game or why we love watching this game. Here it is, a marginal quarterback during the regular season in a crowded room. He doesn't stand out. But when that room thins out and you need somebody to get something done in a significant way, here it is, Eli Manning on 2 occasions had remarkable playoff runs that if you look at the tape and you look at the stats and you look at the quarterbacks he faced in those runs, he outperformed better quarterbacks of his era. He outperformed Aaron Rodgers when they played. He outperformed Colin Kaepernick when they played. He outperformed by QBR, he outperformed Tom Brady in both of those Super Bowls.
Well, I was getting ready to say that because different sport, but the same argument in a case is being made on the affirmative side for he who must not be named and talk about who he played. That's what I'm saying. There's competition factor into that. Because
it certainly does.
On the NBA side, all we keep hearing about is this dude beat dynasties, or he beat Steph, or he beat whoever the case, who he beat, all that. Okay. Well, then in that case, Eli Manning beating Tom Brady twice. Who said same Tom Brady went to another team and won the Super Bowl his first year with the Bucs. So what Eli did to Tom Brady, that puts him where on the pantheon. Just on that alone.
Now, like I said, it puts him among the greatest because if you look at maybe not Eli Manning, all right, fine then. Let's say they do it where I'm
in agreement with you. I think Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer, and in large part because of who he beat.
Right. Who he beat, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm in where some people say, one guy tell me that he only getting in because of his last name.
Well, that's fine, cool, because you know what? He at a point, he had more Super Bowls than his brother.
Whoa, how many Peyton got?
When did Peyton get his 2?
Well,
Peyton got his second one
after Eli got his second 2.
Exactly.
Hey, and since we
so put it this way. Let's put it this way. Let's bring it full circle. If Cam Newton had fell on that fumble, what kind of conversation would we be having?
Okay. Double J, Givey is asking, do you think Russ is a Hall of Famer? I don't know if he's back yet. We got a private chat here that we got on this thing, and every now and again I get a message from one of the guys. They'll let me know when they leave and whatnot. But we'll come back to that, Givey. He also says, I think if Russ wins the Super Bowl against the Patriots, he's a Hall of Famer. Ooh.
Yeah. He would be, even if Marshawn Lynch deservedly should have got that Super Bowl MVP, which is why he didn't get the ball. But I'm just saying.
Oh, that's it. Oh, Gibby and Detroit fan, man. Why am I doing the show? Man, y'all need to have your own show, bro. I don't need to do this no more. I don't need to do this no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bear with me. There's a few more comments here. Let me get to them here. Detroit fan man said, absolutely. Okay, Gibby. No doubt he gets in with another one. He is basically forgotten now. That will be insane career resurgence. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. And then Detroit fan man said again, yeah, it's the legacy, but any hesitance dies with that wild Super Bowl moment helmet catch against the perfect Pat to get him in the hall.
Hold on, say it again.
He said, whoa, sorry about that. Detroit fan man said, yes, it's the legacy, but any hesitance dies with that wild Super Bowl moment, that helmet catch against the perfect pass to get him the ball. The perfect pass is what he's saying to get him the ball.
Yeah, that helmet catch is. I said the word capstone a few moments ago, but the helmet catch was a capstone. The pocket collapsed around him. He had
the helmet. But the helmet catch don't happen unless Eli get away from the sack.
Yeah, right. Right. I think Richard Seymour had his hand on the shoulder pads. He almost had him down. And then he was able to get away, still had the presence behind the look up, reset, let the ball go. And also add to the fact, Rodney Harrison was right where he needed to be.
Yeah.
If he gets his hand around, like so much around that, man.
Yeah,
so much around that.
Rodney Harrison, he dislodging. Rodney Harrison was a dislodger.
Exactly.
So, but then you got to think about it too, though. That catch Manningham made, bruh, you're not putting the ball got to be in the right spot for Manningham to toe tap, baby. Come on now.
Yeah.
Gibby said, yes, Detroit. I don't think he's completely forgotten, but he's just being passed around like a bag of chips. I think he should hang it up and keep his amazing stats. Dang. And then Gibby said again, pass the torch, Jay. We learned it from the best. Man, shout out to that, man. And listen, I appreciate that. I try not to go over the top with it, but I do. When we come here, because of the camaraderie and the dynamic of all the people who get involved, all the people who leave comments, guys like y'all, my co-host, whatever it is, I get reamped each time we do this. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I had a YouTube person left a comment, and I usually don't respond to it, and I told Gully and them not to respond to it. But a YouTube comment, and I went to his page. This guy is garbage. He is hot garbage. And left a comment. He left a comment, and he said, matter of fact, did I send it to y'all?
Hey, both of you, this is on the heels of him telling us, hey, don't worry about those guys on TikTok.
Right. I went to his page.
Yeah,
I drove by. I pulled up on him. I showed him at his job.
Yeah, I told Gully and Double J, I was like, man, because some guy left a comment, and I was like, man, don't pay no mind to that. Just keep on moving. But this guy said that I'm a distraction on my own platform on the show here, and I had to let him have it. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I said, but I let him know. You know what I'm trying to say? And I went to his page. And I'm like, bro, I don't have a problem saying, I don't have a problem with anybody saying, hey man, good or bad type of deal, but you're not gonna have doo-doo in your diaper and be pointing at me because I got it in mind like, oh, you need to change that. It stank. We ain't gonna do that.
I mean, we literally have a stink in the upper right corner.
What you say?
We have it in like right there. It says you guys stink.
Oh yeah, well we know we stink. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? So Double J, Gibby asked the question. He said, "Is Russ a Hall of Famer in your opinion?"
I would say from a resume vantage point, obviously, 9 Pro Bowls in the first 10 years. His passer rating is up there because he was always very efficient.
Yes or no?
When was the bad year
no, I want to hear yes or no, because if you say yes, you better not say yes. You better not. Don't do nothing, Gully, because I'm finna get him. Yeah, there you go. Look over there. Look at Miss Alva.
Well,
There you go.
I'm just trying to okay, so was he the face of the league? Yes. Did he win a Super Bowl? Yes. Was he ever deemed elite? Yes.
Hold on. Don, don't show that question yet. Hold on, GL. I want him to say yes or no. I want him to say yes or no to this, what you asked him already, based on what he get to say. You asked him directly, is Russ a Hall of Famer? Don't help him out right now.
Well, no, the reason I'm going to say yes is because the same way Sharon Rodgers is considered one.
But you don't think, you don't think Roger Craig is.
No, but we know why. There's more to that story.
No.
We're not going there because I already pointed out the fumble.
No, you don't think Roger Craig is a Hall of Famer, but you saying Russell Wilson is?
Why don't you think Roger Craig is a Hall of Famer? I need to figure this out again.
Yeah, no, I need to know.
Why the important fumble that ruined it for Montana? So now Montana's legacy
ruined what? Ruined what?
What did he ruin?
After already having won a Super Bowl?
Did you see, right? We had this conversation, I feel like, in either the Discord or somewhere.
Yeah. All over the place.
When you were bringing up Montana's greatness, and then someone said absolutely not, he was outshadowed by Steve Young.
Whoever said that was ridiculous because guess what?
Because if you look at Steve Young was winning.
Bruh, Montana won with Keena Turner. Do people even know who Keena? Yeah, exactly.
He thought you said Tina Turner. He really did.
I said no. I said
I said Ike and Tina Turner.
I said Keena.
I know that's why I said he thought you said Tina Turner.
I know he thought that because he's so trying to make a case for Russell Wilson. I ain't saying a case can't be made, but what I'm saying is if you're gonna make a case for Russell Wilson being in the Hall of Fame, then definitely Roger Craig should be in the Hall of Fame, bro. Because Joe Montana won with Russ Francis. Do anybody know who Russ Francis is?
I will say this: if he gets the New York Giants to the playoffs, has another one.
Stop it! Stop it,
yep.
Man. Roger Craig did more. Roger Craig did more for the 49ers in a 49er uniform than did Russell Wilson in a. I'm just saying.
Whoa, that's a strong statement. Now hold on, wait.
Bro, I was just ad-libbing. I'm ad-libbing. That's all I'm doing. That's not concrete, bro. That's not concrete. But Gibby says, excuse me, calling you Gee. Gibby says if he wins the Super Bowl against the Patriots, is he Hall of Famer? So had he won that Super Bowl, is it
hands down? Yep.
Okay. How many Super Bowls was Roger Craig a part of?
3.
4?
3. But if Russ wins 2, he's no question. But Roger was a part of 3. But it's because of the fumble. Oh, stop it! I'm not buying that. I'm not buying what you're selling anyway.
9-4 in terms of Pro Bowls, sir. We're talking about an entire body of work here, not just
Roger Craig's entire body of work.
Hey, Lord of the Rings here or Thanos.
Oh, please. Okay, so you telling me?
Now look at him putting up. Hey, look at him, Gully. Now it's all about the rings.
No, I ain't saying it's all about the rings. I'm saying Roger Craig's body of work speaks for itself in terms of being in the Hall of Fame.
All-Pro? He was.
What happened?
Bro, he was wasn't he a 1,000-yard receiver?
And a 1,000-yard rusher.
Yes.
Before Brian Westbrook.
1985, yes.
Yes, he was a 1,000-yard receiver and a 1,000-yard rusher in the same season, I believe.
Before Brian Westbrook.
Come on, bro. I'm just saying. Gibby said, dang, this Russ Talk could be a whole podcast. I love this. Yeah, for sure. Double J. Okay, next team, command. Hold on, GL. Slow down there. He on your mark. Get set going right now. He's trying to hurry up and get to see Happy Gilmore, too. What about the Eagles? Yeah, let's say the Eagles. Who's the player to watch?
Ooh.
Saquon. Let's see what he does after capstoning his contract, his trade. You know what I'm saying? After capstoning everything with the Super Bowl win. Let's see if he can continue that. Because now teams, if they wasn't already, teams are definitely going to be scheming for that. Yeah, because of what he did. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. What's crazy? You mentioned him because I was going to say that too. And then got to take nothing away from him. He's an elite player. That move, that jump behind move, whatever you want to call that move he did, that's right there. That's Hall of Fame right there by itself.
Yeah, that's a Hall of Fame moment right there.
Yeah,
right.
No question. But
because really as flashy as it actually was practical. That's the crazy part about it. Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't try it. I'd be done. Never mind. I ain't gonna tell you what I be done did.
You already told us what happened with lightning, so I know.
Yeah, well, no, I would have did something else.
Your legs look like Family Guy falling.
Yeah, exactly. If I'd have did the splits, it'd have been like hee trickery. I'm just saying, baby. Yeah, because now teams are really gunning for you. You know what I'm trying to say? Teams gonna be, when and that's the thing about Lawrence Taylor. I know we're not talking defense, but I'm just saying, it was a video where Bill Walsh was drawn up. You know how they show the coach at the board in they show offense and defense, X's and O's or whatever the case may be. Every position had either a symbol, an X or an O, except for Lawrence Taylor. Bill Walsh had 56 up there on the board, and he said, "No, it is at all times." Saquon, defensive coordinators are like, "Hey, everybody get a symbol, get a PlayStation symbol, but this dude right here, you better put that number up there. I want y'all to see that number, okay? Right. I want y'all to know who I'm talking about." So in that respect, like, can he get to 2,000? Will he be able to, with teams really gunning for you? You don't think so? Anyway, Gibby said Eagles is Saquon because he on the Madden cover and he might get hurt. Oh, man. Oh, dag nabbit. I forgot about that. He on the Madden cover?
Yeah.
Has there been a player on the Madden? And I'm not really big on curses and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? In that regard anyway. But has there been a player that's been on the Madden cover that came back the following season and was okay? Because it seems like it's more players.
Ray Lewis in 2005. Well, no, I'm sorry. Ray Lewis.
Nah. It would have been Tom Brady. It would have been Patrick Mahomes.
No. We got a handful of years. We had Brett Favre in 2009.
Now, wait a minute. Wait.
In 2011.
Wait. These are players who came back after being on the cover and they didn't get injured or hurt or nothing like that, right?
Yeah, okay. They didn't have their career. They didn't have a fall off in their career, right?
Okay, because Peyton Hillis had an excellent year with the Browns, I thought.
No,
when he got the. You talking about after he got the cover?
No. I'm talking about before.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But the curse happens after. And
then after he got on that cover. Because for a minute, Peyton Hillis was looking like Mike Allstott to an extent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, baby. But I'm going to tell you something, too, about Mike Allstott, bro. Out of all the Purdue players I've watched throughout the years,
careful,
Mike Allstott is the best I've seen.
Ooh.
Over Rob Woodson?
Oh, and then you're going to go off camera. Yeah. And he set me up, didn't he, Gully? He said,
prisoner of the moment, right?
Yeah,
Look, I tried to help him. I was like, careful,
careful there. Over Rob.
Yeah, okay. All right. Gibby said the last one who didn't get hurt was Josh Allen. Okay, and then he said again, but there are multiple before him and Christian McCaffrey after. Yeah, I'm really just wondering, like, is it more players who got hurt after being on the cover than there were who didn't get hurt? Yeah, but Josh Allen, play after being on the cover. Who y'all got for the Eagles? Well, we just said basically Saquon. Okay, all right, but that's with an asterisk because Saquon is the truth. You know what I mean? Ask the Giants. The Commanders. Finally, we get to the Commanders. Who you got for the Commanders? Terry McLaurin.
Dang, man, you beat me to it.
Isn't he in some type of contract dispute or whatever is going on right now?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and we thought one thing about, I did anyway, C.J. Stroud. Will Jaden Daniels hit the rookie? Will he hit that wall? It's his second year, though, right? Isn't it?
This will be, yeah.
This will be his second year. Stroud, has there been a rookie quarterback who balled out the first year and then didn't hit the rookie wall their second year? Off the top of your head that you can think of? Gibby weighing in again. He said Jaden Daniels.
Dan Marino.
Well. I mean that 83 draft in terms of quarterbacks alone is still arguably one of the best.
It's not the best.
Can we not? We talking about 1983. I had hair, okay, and all my teeth back then. So I'm just letting you know.
My homie had 50 touchdowns his sophomore year, 5,000 yards.
Man.
Right. And now basically that was his first year as a starter.
Basically, yeah. I'm with you though. I'm saying McLaurin, but I'm really wanting to see what Jaden Daniels do. I think he legit.
You know what? You know who else had a really good sophomore year?
Who?
And I just was kind of kicking him down a peg. Was Big Ben. That was the year they were like 13 and they won the Super Bowl his sophomore year.
No, that wasn't the sophomore year they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I believe it was because they went in as a wild card.
Wait. His sophomore year. So that means his rookie year. They won 15-1.
Yeah, that was his rookie year. Correct.
They won 15. He won 15-1 as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No,
and they went to that.
No, listen,
something
bro.
Ain't right about that.
All jokes aside,
I know,
bro. All jokes aside, go watch a handful of his games at Miami of Ohio, and then you won't be surprised why he was what he was for the Steelers. Same thing with Josh Allen. I promise you, man. I wish I could find the tape. I think we were on Spreaker doing audio podcasts at the time. I wanted Josh Allen. Go look at his game, a handful of his games at Wyoming, and you'll see why. Gibby says Commanders need Terry. He's not just an explosive player. He's a leader, not just on the field, but in the locker room too. They need Terry. He's an amazing experienced player. Yeah, I'm with you. Big Ben beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Oh man, more trauma.
What do you mean more trauma? What are you talking about?
Gibby's a Seahawks fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That Super Bowl was, man, that was ooh.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah.
How you gonna give the quarterback a defensive penalty off an interception and then let it stand?
Yeah. Well, anyway, man, come on now. The NFL already dealing with a collusion, parts 1 and 2. So you got revisionist history. Now that Pablo and Florio is talking what they saying, though, now we know why. Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, the Commander side. And then we move over to the NFC North. That's right. The Bears. Who's your player to watch for the Bears?
Mr. Williams.
Who?
Mr. Williams.
Oh yeah,
higher learner.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. Okay, yeah, that's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Mr. Williams. I think it's very interesting though, if there's any truth to it, that the coach had to give him a homework assignment, like Kyler Murray type of deal, like sent him home, like I need you to work on this and work on that. How you not doing that already?
Well, Jamarcus Russell. Hello.
Yeah, well, Jamarcus Russell, you could tell he was a one-hit wonder. He wasn't even they sent him home with tapes, and he ain't even watching none of them. He was watching SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, they said that right. They corrupted the tapes. On the tapes. And they asked him if he watched the film. He said, "I watched them all."
Yeah, lying like a rug. Gibby says Caleb Williams. Yeah. Then he also said the glaze on the Bears has to stop. They aren't good, but I hate them wasting DJ Moore's career because dude is a stud. Ooh.
That's true. That's somebody that has had him.
And he said, yeah, and I love DJ Moore. Hey, DJ Moore got to be one of the highest rated fantasy producers out there.
No, because of who I'm going to suggest right now, which is I actually expect Ben Johnson to do very well with DJ Moore. But I want to see what he does with Rome Odunze, who was otherwise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know somewhere the Detroit fan man's out there. He's punching the air over that. So
yeah. But I'm with you though, Caleb. Bruh, you the first round pick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I gave you a little bit of credit for having some wherewithal for trying to do what you did in terms of your monies. You know what I'm saying? LLC and all. I say, okay, you know what I'm saying? You know, the think tank jumping off up there. But if it's being publicized that you got to be told to do and you're not asking what can I do type of deal at that position, oh bruh. You can't you one thing we know about the NFL, it can't just be, especially at that position, you can't just all be athletic. You can't just be relying on your talent. You know what I mean? Ask Jamarcus Russell. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you somebody else who was really horrendous. That's my word. Scott Zolak. Oh my gosh. When he was with the Patriots. Oh, all I heard was, man, he can throw the ball 100,000 yards from his knees. Oh, yeah. But in the game, yeah, ask the lady in the front row. She had a target. Throw it here. And he kept hitting her, too. You know what I'm saying? Kept hitting her, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Detroit fan man says, Osama bin Johnson ain't invited to the cookout anymore. We'll see how it goes. Gibby said, didn't Jay Fields recently get injured? Yeah, we took. Yeah. Yep, you're right, Detroit fan man. Yep, dislocated toe. So,
jeez.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. What about the Lions? Who we got player to watch for the Lions? Oh, nobody. Double J. Oh, all of a sudden you get quiet, huh? We say the
you got to think about that one.
Yeah, you got to think about that one. Yeah, you ain't got Stat Pafford, quote unquote, to blame no more.
Right, exactly. He ain't got to.
Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, I hope Doc listening too. It's Jared Goff. There's no question it's Jared Goff. You can't go in the playoffs and stink up the. How many interceptions did he have in that game? 1,600. I'm just saying.
No, I'm going with Sam Laporta.
Oh, of course you're going with Laporta. Why you ain't going with Golfer? Gibby
says who I know he is.
Jimmy Golfer. Yeah, exactly. Gibby said David Montgomery, I think. Yeah, I'm with you too on that, Gibby. Like, should I? Shouldn't I? Yeah. I'm telling you, it's Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, because all them interceptions he threw in that game, bro. He was like Jameis Winston. He had a Jameis Winston moment. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? 'Cause like I tell you, boy, Jameis gonna keep both teams in the game. That's one thing for sure. The Packers. Player to watch for the Packers. Oh, nobody? Oh, okay. Okay.
Matthew Golden.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Detroit fan man says new center Tate Ratledge never played center in college, now replacing Frank. Ooh. Oh, Frank is gone?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Where did Frank go? What's his name? What's his last name? Ragnarok. What's his name? Frank. What's his last name?
Ragnow.
Dang. Eesh. Sorry about that, Frank. Frank. What? Frank. Ho. Slow down, y'all. Slow down. Frank is gone, man. Oh, anyway, he said now replacing Frank. And off the bench, give me the Egyptian magician Ahmed Hassani. Lions waited to the 6th round to get a defensive end. If I said that right. Gibby weighing in again. He said, I think the Lions start slowly using Gibbs more, and David starts slowly losing snaps sadly. Detroit fan man, Jay, that was a bit too fast for our boys, but I see how it is. No, I'm no. Hey, Detroit, I'm just saying now. I'm just saying you're a football fan first, right? Right? If you're a football fan first, then you know, like I do, just from a football perspective, taking the allegiances out, Jared Goff can't do what he did, man. He can't look like Dakota in that moment. Okay, he's looking like Dakota. Okay, just can't. Gibby said Packers is their new wide receiver. Packers are another team who need an explosive wide receiver, and I think Golden is it. Do they really need another wide receiver?
Yeah, because the one guy can't. Unfortunately, he's battled injuries pretty much the last 2 seasons.
Oh, can't catch.
And the other one has had those issues.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Don't tell me about. See, that's why the combine is so misleading. Gully, what you over there doing? You got an ice maker?
I'm playing with Legos.
You playing with Legos? Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing with Legos.
All right. Tell us whatever.
Mike McDaniel.
And I forgot what I was gonna say, man. Y'all do that on purpose, man. Y'all know my memory span. My memory's attention span is like this. I'm just saying. Hold on here. Ragnar retired at 28 with injuries. The pressure on Goff now with rookies on the O-line is for real. Yeah. And that's really all I'm driving at. Yeah, Detroit. He retired young, but it was definitely good for his health. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, man. Frank was moving folks, bro. And that center position, man, you know, Frank was a bad boy, man. I tip my hat to Frank. That's a big loss. That's definitely a big loss. Detroit fan, man, don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna let Gully and Double J handle that. Yeah, because in my yes, he is. And I'm just going off this little bit of information I got. Absolutely. What you say, Gully? What you over there kiki kind about?
He asked me if Frank is a Hall of Famer.
Gully, is Frank a Hall of Famer?
Yep, absolutely. Why not?
Straight up though, the Lion King, baby. What it do though? What up though? What he do? You understand me? All right, glad you could join the party. You understand what I'm saying? We doing 32 teams right now. You know what I mean? Which players to watch? And right now we on the Lions. Double J, don't hide now. Don't be like Homer Simpson. Don't fade to the bushes now. We want to know, Detroit fan, man. Okay, you want to know, is Frank a Hall of Famer? Okay, see? Okay, Detroit, you see what he's doing here, right? Yeah. Sort of like Russ is and Rathman ain't. I'm just saying. Roger Craig, I'm saying, but you know, that's another one. Is Tom Rathman a Hall of Famer?
Tom Rathman.
Okay. Player to watch for the Vikings. None other than Double J's favorite quarterback in college. Gibby said, these questions getting too hard. Gully ain't even answering them. Man, Gully, what is it, man? Gibby, he going hard at you. Detroit fan, man, I get it. JJ, you heard. JJ heard you start talking about the Packers and he split. Totally reasonable. Okay, got you. Yeah, and speaking of JJ, it's old VJJ. Speaking of JJ, though, that's what I'm looking at for the Vikings. McCarthy, right? Double J's favorite quarterback in college, right? Because I'm still waiting for Double J's pick for the Browns at wide receiver to pan out. David Bell. Yeah, somebody need to ring his bell. Yeah, that's what my pick is. Gully, what about you? Anybody for the Vikings? Or you with JJ McCarthy too?
Mr. McCarthy.
Okay, all right then. Then we slide on over to the NFC West, and we start with the Cardinals. Who is your player to watch for the Cardinals?
Mr. Harrison.
Who?
Mr. Harrison.
Who is Harrison?
Junior.
Who?
Marvin Harrison.
Oh,
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Dang, man, what is going on? Oh, yeah, it's way past my bedtime. Oh, it's way past my bedtime. Way past my bedtime. Yeah, well, I was going to say Double J's other dude, Kyler Murray. Because it's time for him to get off the pot.
Well.
Yeah, shout out Detroit. Yeah. Only 3 hours left to go. You're right. We're not going to be here that long. I don't think I'm going to. The Lion King's weighing in. Shout out to the Lion King again. Right. He said, believe it or not, if Goff win a Super Bowl, he going to Canton. Only 5 quarterbacks return to win all Hall of Fame. Ooh, okay. He coming out the gate. He come out the gate strong. He said if Goff win, he getting in. I'm just saying, Double J, because really what he's saying is what you said about Russell Wilson. Because Goff already been to one, and if he get to another one and win one, that's Hall of Fame worthy. That's all it takes to be Hall of Fame worthy. Let you tell it, right? Can't be Roger Craig and have 3 Super Bowls on your resume and 1,000-yard receiving, 1,000-yard. Can't be, that ain't enough.
Well, okay. First of all, he'd never pay for another beverage of any sort in Detroit or probably in the state of Michigan. But statistical production, again, if he keeps playing at this pace, he's going to hit the 50,000 yards and the 300 touchdowns. That's Hall of Fame level stats.
Well, I'll say this, though. About Jared Goff. He better than anything the Browns done had. Man, bro, come on, bro. I'm so sick of the ridiculous talk about the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, and all the homers to a fault.
They made a splash with that, huh?
They made a splash with what? I'll tell you something else to splash, and I don't have the sound effect for it, but I will. I'm just saying, bro. Man, come on, man. You can't tell me nothing about them. If I don't know no other team, I know that team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised here. You know what I mean? My grandfather introduced me to him when I was 5. You know, now being that I'm 56 now, you do the math, subtract the 8, carry your 3, and hypotenuse 9, and what's the square root of 3? I'm just saying, bro. It's been that long. Man, talk about, man, don't even get me started, bro. I'll take Jared Goff right now. Talking about Jameis Winston. And then they sitting here talking about who should be the starter this year. And then did you hear Andrew Berry come out and say there's a possibility that they're going to keep all 4 quarterbacks on the roster?
Well, did you see the little patty cake game they were doing the other day?
Who's patty caking? Hold up, slow down there, Double J. Hold on, that's for another type of show. I don't. Whoa, patty caking. Baker's Manning. Okay, who was patty caking? Andrew Berry?
No, the 4 quarterbacks.
Okay, yeah, all right. So okay. Anyway, let's keep going. Who's?
Now, but how many more?
How many more patty cake moments do we going to talk about?
Or speeding tickets?
Well,
before we say let's get him a driver.
Listen, all I know is I got a few speeding tickets on my resume, and I understand what it's like. Okay, I had a few fast cars in my life, and sometimes when you hit 480 east or west, and it's nice, and you got to open it up. Sometimes you got to open it up. I'm not excusing. I'm just saying sometimes you do. Come on now. You wouldn't want a Koenigsegg. Come on now. You wouldn't want to be a driver for McLaren. Huh? You wouldn't want to who?
Are you really talking about? Hey,
bro, you ain't. So you telling me you ain't never had no F1 moments on the highway?
Of course I have.
Okay, then what we doing?
A sports car myself.
I'm just saying. But you're right. He should get a driver. He should have a DD, designated driver. He should. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, yeah, because I mean, you already know the backlash that's coming behind all of that type of stuff. But but also let's mention the fact that we had an apartment complex here that blew up. It was an explosion, a full-fledged explosion. And he was, of the 4 quarterbacks, he was the only one seen on video in the community. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about it's the hood. Okay. So I'm just saying, if we're going to give credit, let's give it all the way to the credit side. Sure. But who you got for the Cardinals? Your player to watch for the Cardinals?
Who do I want to go with?
Cue the Jeopardy music.
I want to see if my tight end can pause. Trey McBride for me. I want to see if he could take an additional leap.
Well, in order for him to do that, Kyler Murray would need to take a leap too.
Accurate.
Okay. What about the Rams? Player to watch.
Oh man,
Cooper Kupp is gone.
That's right.
All you got is Puka Nacua.
Yeah, and that's going to be my guy.
Okay, so then are we saying the player to watch is Puka or Matt Stafford now?
Not Devontae Adams, who arrived there.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, where I've been at on the Rock. Devontae over there with the Rams. Hold it. Devontae Adams is with Matt Stafford. And Puka Nacua.
Oh, we're gonna get him too excited. Oh no!
Hold it.
And Stat Padford
and Sean McVay. Hey, and listen, shout out to the Eagles, but can we keep it all the way 14 million? The Rams was, and that Jared Verse, bro. Jared Verse is a problemosity. The Rams was, I know, almost only counting hand grenades and horseshoes. I get it. But the Rams was this close. Boy, did the Rams not have a chance to win that game? I mean, they was dry. They was going down the field now. We're talking about a team from Los Angeles. I'm still saying Los Angeles because wherever they from, the sun is shining. A team from California was playing in the snow and was on their way to shut the door. The Eagles, boy. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, when we do our team picks later on down the line, I'm gonna have something special to say about the Rams. Okay, well, the Rams get a pass from me. I'm not picking a player to watch. I'm picking the whole team. They get a pass from me. I'm just saying. What about the Niners?
Ricky Pearsall for me.
Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah, with no Debo, pretty decent expectations now.
Gully, who'd you say?
It's gonna be my my beloved quarterback.
Oh, okay. What's his name? Joe Flacco?
Game manager.
Oh, Brock Purdy. I don't like that term. I don't like that game, man. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's just me personally. But anywho, okay, Brock Purdy. That's your pick. What about the Seahawks? Who's your player to watch? Yeah.
Kenneth Walker.
And who's the quarterback for the Seahawks again?
That's why Kenneth Walker.
I'm just saying, I don't think the Seahawks currently have a player to watch. That's why Pete Carroll got up out of there. He was like, absolutely not. The ship is sinking.
No, it's Sam Darnold.
I know. Well, yeah. I was being facetious. That's who I was getting around to. I was going to say, that's my player to watch. I don't think that Sam Darnold does in and for Seattle. Darnold from the Vice, yeah. I don't think he does for them what he did with Minnesota.
With the receiving core of Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, and MVS.
Jackson Smith and however you say his name, Jenga, he gonna be out of there too.
What?
Man, they not listen. Sam Darnold. What? Okay, all right. Man, they gonna bro.
Look what he did
They
with
gonna
Justin Jefferson last season. Come on, look, I have a decision on my hands. So does Gibby.
Okay, well, go ahead and defend it. Go ahead and defend it.
I'm just saying, from a fantasy perspective, you're absolutely right. I think this team could be trailing, and that means garbage time.
Oh, wow. Oh, so that's what you're doing. You clean up. Oh, wow. You hear that, Gully?
Hey.
Oh, man, he a garbage man now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. He like, what's his name? Mike Epps and Roll Bounce. What's his name? Charlie Murphy. Yeah, man. The trash man, you understand me? Anywho, all right, that's for the Seahawks. Now we move, lastly, thankfully, yay, shout out to the NFC South. But I do, after we get through the NFC South, I do have a question. Then we're going to get out of here. We're going to let y'all go see Happy Gilmore too. I do have a question about what happened with his Chargers season ticket holder. And I think it's really an issue. It's like a serious thing, man. You know what I mean? A lot of fans might be, NFL might lose a few dollars for some faithful fans after I read to you all once we get there what happened to the Chargers fan, a season ticket holder. But anywho, in the South, the NFC South, the Falcons, who is your player to watch?
Michael Penix.
It's no question.
Yeah.
He's 47 years old. They turned the keys over to him. I'm being facetious when I say 47. And the other guy that's still on the roster making $255 trillion is now the backup, right? Not mine, but your cousin.
He also said he felt blindsided.
Who said who? Oh, don't do. Oh, man. Okay. Boy, he felt blindsided. Why?
Because they drafted him. He didn't want to be the backup.
Wait, who felt blind? You saying Kirk Cousins said he felt blind? Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Oh man, stop it. Stop.
And he's not really thrilled about mentoring him.
You know what? Okay, sidebar. Timeout. I need a 20-second timeout. I don't understand that either. And maybe, I've never been in a professional locker room and played for teams, so maybe I don't understand it to that degree. But why is there so much contentiousness in a lot of these cases where the young guy and the older guy don't want to do that?
Well, in this case, I think it's because Kirk Cousins is of the mindset that he feels like he has enough that he can win. He can get a team to win.
But
that
okay,
he can
but has he
perform and play
shown that?
enough. Well, that doesn't matter if he's shown that. You're asking for justification or understanding of why he feels the way he feels, why he might feel blindsided.
Okay,
so it's about it's first party versus third party. So For him,
but should you not? But should you also not lie to yourself?
I mean that's kind of like here you go. I've been doing this all night. That's kind of like when everybody was up in arms when Kyrie asked for a trade from the Cavs and he ended up in Boston. And the idea behind it is he wanted to be able to put himself in a position to lead a team the way that he thought he was, but he wasn't able to do that because he who must not be. No, I'm gonna say it. LeBron James had returned, and so the team became kind of like LeBron's team again. So his ability or his want to be that leader, to be that guy, superseded the perspective that, well, maybe, you know, as maybe in another role, maybe in another capacity, you might be more effective to a team if you're trying to win. But maybe you're not. Go ahead.
But what about though? In this case, though, Kyrie was the younger guy. I'm not saying that really makes a difference one way or the other, up or down, or sideways and forward. But Kirk Cousins, at some point, we all got to come to terms and grips, like as did Magic and Bird when Mike came in the league. When Mike said it's a new sheriff in town, and Bird and Magic like, yeah. In other words, as the elder statesman, you have to know when your time is up.
Fair. You know what I'm saying? You do have to know it. And I'm not saying you don't say, oh, I can't play no more. So if you still feel like you can play, but don't lie to yourself. Well, wait a minute. All right. See, I guess it's about perspective, but I understand the logic. Absent the championship qualifications, that's exactly what Joe Montana felt. Why he ended up in Kansas City. Nah, he ended up producing quite and performing quite well. But at no point was Kirk Cousins ever gonna remind me of Joe Montana. No. I'm saying, and I'm not comparing. I'm saying Joe. Listen, ain't nobody above a comparison to me. I'm comparing it. I'm drawing a parallel from here. Performance wise, Kirk Cousins still feels like he has a significant value left as a player, as a starter, as a team leader, not as a mentor. And I'm saying Kirk Cousins should say to himself, be honest with himself, at no point in Kirk Cousins' career was anybody going to ever confuse him with being no Super Bowl caliber type quarterback. He had talent and whatnot and so forth. Right. But so imagine you a team. So wait a minute. So you mean to tell me if we have to have this holistic understanding of who you are versus your player, your dynamic versus your part in the ecosystem or in the atmosphere, you mean to tell me Kirk Cousins could make sense of a team paying you what's his contract, $200 million, and then telling you, oh yeah, you the backup now? Like he's supposed to understand that, like that logic is supposed to make sense. It's supposed to track. No, I'm saying if I'm Kirk Cousins, I'm be like, hey, I'm cool. Hey, I got the money. Because here's what I'm saying. In no point in Kirk Cousins' career was he ever considered by anybody to be the man. Joe Montana. You pay somebody, listen, you don't, but he the first backup in history to get a 9-figure contract. He'd be the first backup in history. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. You're saying Kirk, about perspective and understanding the environment. Be cool with the money because you never really were that good. He never. That's what I'm saying. Be cool with the money because you never really. That's fine, but I'm just trying to say, but that makes sense if you third party. I'm saying. First, I understand his grievance because it doesn't track. What you said don't track. It doesn't track to make overtures to recruit me in the offseason. Give me 9 figures. No, I'm sorry. Hold on, 36. Yeah, 9 figures. Give me a 9-figure contract at this age and stage of my career, and then right after you giving me 9 figures of contract, making me the highest paid one of the highest paid quarterbacks in history, then you immediately draft with the first pick, with your team's first pick in the first round, you draft my replacement. Well, wait a minute. Because if I play football long enough, because if I play football, wait. No. Because if I play football long enough, I know that first round picks are guys that are about to play immediately. They're not waiting forever. But you can't fault a team, though, for doing what the Packers did in the case of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Right. You can't fault a team for. Listen, I'm not mad at the Atlanta Falcons for taking Michael. No, they didn't. Okay, let me ask you a question. Did Brett Favre sign a brand new contract right the year before that?
I don't know, but I know he said
it makes a significant difference. If you tell it, the ink, the money still smell new. The ink ain't even dry yet on the brand new contract, and then you draft my replacement later. Like, that is jarring. If I'm the guy that's saying I think I can lead at this age, I can lead a team to a Super Bowl. I can get it done. I'm finally in the right situation and environment. I had my pick of where to go as a free agent. And Atlanta said and did and showed everything to tell me this team right here, with me at the helm, we can make it happen. And then you immediately draft the next guy.
Okay.
If I'm Kirk Cousins, I understand it.
Okay, that's fine. Detroit fan man said, not a fan of defending Kirk. When he signed with Atlanta, he was sold on the idea of building that team for a run last year. But then instead, they used the first round pick on the quarterback for the future. I get it. I do too. Because here's what I'm saying to you. You're right. In Kirk Cousins' mind, only in Kirk Cousins' mind do he think that he should be starting. Only in his mind. Because guess what? He should really be grateful. And, you know, I'm not really into talking about a player getting paid and not getting paid, because I think every player that plays in the NFL that should get, especially the NFL, should get whatever they're asking for, due to the nature of the sport. That's notwithstanding. That's all over here on the side. I'm saying I'm not going to lie to myself. Now, I'm not going to, what I don't like, and I told you this even about LeBron when a reporter asked him, do you think Michael Jordan is greater than you or better than you? Something. If I'm LeBron in that case, man, get out my face. Don't ask me no question like that. That's loaded and that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, I'm not finna say, yeah, I think Gully better than me. I'm not finna, and I know people tuned in, especially if I'm supposed to be a player of significance, if you would. I'm not gonna say he better than me or he ain't better than me or whatever the case may be. I don't like that. But I'm not gonna lie to myself. When I bought Khalil, and I'm using me now as an example, okay, on the yeoman's level, okay, layman's level. When I bought Khalil Nasir, that hoop they had in the backyard, and they started getting of age in their teenage age, when they was playing middle school hoop and high school hoop and all that type of stuff, and they started getting a little weight on them and stuff, whatever it is. Dad, come on out here so I can. Hey, bro, I'm not. No, y'all got it. I ain't gonna get. I don't have a point to prove. What I did was I say to them, hey, you know what, man? Maybe when you driving baseline, do this. I don't mind teaching. In other words, you got accountability and be honest with yourself. What he thought, he shouldn't have thought that, Kirk Cousins. You understand? Because at Washington or wherever else he was
How? It never in history, bro. Never in history has a team. Nah, man. No, this is what I'm saying. No, never in history has a team gave a nine-figure contract and then immediately told you, hey, man, your sunset is coming. You would have never had it happen. It never happened. It never happened.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Obviously, as a franchise, Atlanta is not giving him that money if they don't want him to be the guy. But they are saying, though, realistically, and I wasn't in the room, I'm just hyperbolizing here. Hey, how old was Kirk Cousins when he got that money?
Right.
Okay. So
right. Okay.
You tell me, as a businessman, any businessman that got half a brain is not going to not give himself a contingency, no matter what.
Right.
That's business 101. So somebody in that building had to have told Kirk Cousins, hey man, listen here. We're giving you this because we want to win now and we want to build for the future. Show me the business model that's successful that did not operate on a premise similar to. Show me a business model that didn't say, hey man, I want to be here today and tomorrow. In the NFL, it's about relevancy. I want to be relevant today and tomorrow. You understand? So you can't tell me, and again, I wasn't in the building, but somebody somewhere said to him, look, we're going to do this. There's a potential positive. My bad, Gibby. Hey, if you're going to give you, it's all good, man. We appreciate you. Longest stream in a while, y'all. The ghosts not deserve much more for real. It's all good. But somebody somewhere, man, it's like, look, man, we you know what I'm saying? We going to do this. I don't believe he was blindsided. Just like in the other cases in the NBA, when the guy said, "Well, I didn't know he was going to be traded." You can't give a guy that much money and he be blindsided. I'm not buying that.
Yes, you can.
I'm not buying
that. Yes, you
bro.
can, because if you want to get a quarterback that's going to pretty much going to hold the line, but then help you develop.
Jay. I'm hanging on by myself here. I feel like the guy when they was unveiling the Browns Dookie Brown helmets, the guy who fell in the water. I feel like I'm about to fall in the water here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at the end of the day,
it was almost willful. Like to me, like you saying you can't be blindsided, man, bro. I ain't never thrown $200 million on the bench before.
No, I'm saying before they drafted Penix, they already knew they wanted what team we on. We get into it, GL. We get into it. We on the Falcons still. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Show that again, Double J. Yeah, right. The dude in number 8 jersey fell in the water while he was filming. But why would they be doing that over? Listen, anyway. Yeah, okay. It's ridiculous what they anyway. I'm just saying I don't think that. Why would they give him all that money and then he just be totally clueless as to?
Yes, you're back on my point because you gave him $200 million. No reserve player ever got 9 figures. It's never happened.
Did he start off being a reserve player?
No, he did not.
Okay, did he do anything to get to be in a position to be a reserve player now?
No. He got the money. If you pay somebody
$200 million, don't you expect? What do you expect? $200 million worth.
$200 million on a bench.
Okay, and so you're saying
a $200 million mentorship role? Like that's what I'm saying. I'm defending Kirk Cousins' understanding of the position, not that.
Would you be mad if I gave you $200 million to mentor me?
How did you give me the $200 million? What did you tell me to give me $200 million?
Whatever the case may be.
No, that it can't be whatever the case, because this is the core of the problem.
Well,
if he had in mind that he was going to get $200 million to sit on the bench and mentor the future of the franchise, that's the question.
So you're telling me he wouldn't have signed for $200 million?
What I'm saying is, I don't think they ever told him that for $200 million he would just be mentoring.
Okay.
But Sully, remember, he was 36 years old and coming off an Achilles tear. And
he got $20 million. How much is the contract?
Hang on, but then publicly, right? The general manager was saying we're open to drafting a quarterback if it's the right fit. And then they hosted Penix, so they went as far as to say, like, we're thinking about it. Hold on. Oh, come on in.
Double J, hold on. Was this before Kirk Cousins signed for the money?
No, it's after.
Okay, this was after.
Yeah, this would have all been before because it was before the draft. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so based on that right there, even though they put it out there.
And just to add a cherry on top, the GM said the plan is to build for now and the future.
Thank you. That's anybody in business. That's what I'm doing. Kirk Cousins, get out your feelings. You got $200 million. Be cool with it. And the only reason I even brought this up is because the temperament surrounding these players today has changed dramatically. That's a word. And I don't think it's for the good, because when the Kosar Gary Danielson situation was kind of similar. Do you understand? When Kosar got drafted, and I don't know if the monies weren't there, obviously, but Danielson was like, man, I don't have no problem hooking him up because I want to see the team do well. You understand what I'm trying to say? And he said, I'm old in the tooth. I'm old in the tooth, and whatever the case may be. So, hey, let's do what we do here. Detroit Fan Man said, we going all in with you, Kirk. Here's a giant bag. Let's go in. But let's draft for the future without telling Kirk is the story. He found out with the rest of us, and that's kind of shallow, right? Yeah, but based on what Double J just read, I don't think he found out at the last hour. I don't think he did.
You know what? All right, if he didn't, then what's the whole purpose of saying? All right, so what's the whole purpose of saying, well, I was blindsided? What points are you trying to win a game by saying I was blindsided by the fact that even though he knew it. Like, why even
listen,
suggest?
It's a lot of people that say stuff that they be saying just to save face. Yeah, because be blindsided
What
by
face
the fact
would he have to save?
The fact that
y'all say he got $200 million. What face do we have to say? The fact y'all say he got $200 million to be the future backup.
But that's a good point with Detroit Fan Man. That's my point. He said basically, now I'd be doing some ridiculous nonsense for $200 million, but coach, my replacement when I just got here, y'all can stick it. I'll be home with my guarantees. That's what I'm saying. Retired in.
Well, now coincidentally, he does have a no trade clause. So he got the no trade clause, which obviously means they can't move him without his consent.
Can he retire?
Well, certainly, but then he doesn't get his money.
He don't get the guarantee money, right? So now again. So do you think he knew that he wasn't going to be sitting the bench?
Well,
but
guess what?
That was never a promise for him to be a starter for 4 seasons.
That's my point. That's the point.
You signed a 4-year deal.
It's a second plan, not a betrayal.
Listen, you signed a 4-year deal, and
That puts him at 40 years old.
Gully. So you signed a 4-year deal.
And all right. So hold on. We talk about in the 21st century. We talk about in the 21st century. First of all, we seen Doug Flutie has a starter in his 40s. Tom Brady retired at 43. Aaron Rodgers is still getting this. Tom Brady retired at 43.
Gully,
Aaron Rodgers is
talking
still
about a 4-year deal. You 36 and you blew your Achilles out playing NFL football.
Right. So you gave me 200. So you gave me $200 million.
And I'm
so
saying
Atlanta
to you,
Falcons. So everything you saying to me, and the Atlanta Falcons looked him dead in the face and said, "Yeah, we will give you $200 million."
That's what I'm trying to
and
say.
And you think he knew that he was going to be on the bench? Come on, man.
Listen. What I'm trying to tell you is, at some point you got to realize that your ass is old. Period. And you got to tell yourself football ain't forever, especially after I done blew my Achilles out.
Now, remember this here.
That's what I'm saying.
The total deal was $180 million. Only 2 years were guaranteed of $100 million. So he's going to get 100 after this season, in total between those first two. I still don't see any reason, even on the bench, why he would leave. Because nobody's going to give him $80 million now.
No, ain't nobody. Absolutely not. Hey, how many teams was clamoring for him before he went to Atlanta, too?
And listen to this. And this is why, Gully, come on now. You got this. You're wrong here. Atlanta.
Pause. Hold on. Before you say it. You're saying, again, before you read what you're about to say, you're saying you believe Kirk Cousins kind of knew what it was.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing.
All right. Go ahead. Say your statement.
Atlanta structured the deal to move on by year 3 without massive dead cap.
Oh,
if you ever want to know what the team's trying to do, look at how they structured your contract.
Thank you. That's it right there.
And the GM sitting here, we're bringing them in.
Wait, hold on. I've got a 4-year deal. If things ain't looking right at the end of year 3, did I say it right?
Because it doesn't.
Hold on, wait. Say it again. After year 3 or before year 3?
After.
So what are y'all saying? Y'all pointing at you really not making your point.
You just listen. They saying, before he signed the deal, they structured the deal that by year 3, if it ain't what it ain't, we moving on.
Right. So after year 3 or before year 3?
By year 3, which means before.
Yeah, by year 3. But before
so he got 2 seasons to figure it out.
But guess what? He signed the paper.
He got $100 million, and this team's willing to cut him for the 80 if he wants to be a malcontent.
Thank you. He winning.
So his ascot down.
Yes, ascot. Thank you for saying it that way. Whew. But all I'm saying to you, man, why wouldn't you mention that?
Headset and maybe.
Yeah, bro. Mention that, man. Come on, bro. Detroit Fan Man said. Plus, I guess Kirk bought a golf course in Atlanta. He got to spend some time on the track. Absolutely. All right. Let's finish our teams here. What about the Panthers? Who we got for the Panthers? Players to watch. Bryce Young, baby. He gonna ball out this year.
Oh boy.
Why not?
All right.
He didn't look like the tell of two different halves at the end of last season.
No, he did.
Okay, then just settle down, Kirk Cousins. This dude right here, man. That's what I'm saying, Kirk Cousins.
Who was that guy we were cashing in on, Gully?
What we got going on here? The Saints are fighting. The Saints are not marching.
Yeah.
The Saints are not marching in. Oh wow.
The running back.
It's a lot of
Canadian running back.
Who?
The running back.
What running back?
Oh,
last season.
Chumbawamba. Was that Chumbawamba?
Yeah.
For the Panthers? Oh, for the Panthers? Oh.
Yes. Chuba.
Okay,
Chuba.
Yeah.
Hubbard.
Chuba. Yeah, Chuba Hubbard. Yeah, Jubba J. Right. Yeah, Panthers is the easiest one. Bryce the GOAT Young. I think Bryce, for whatever reason, Gibby said Chuba, no way. That's the fantasy man now. That's the fantasy man. Okay. Detroit fan man is the philosophical. Gibby is the fantasy man. He know it inside out. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, I'm with McMillan and wife.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Ted McMillan. Yeah, I forgot about Ted. Oh, yeah. Hey, the Panthers, man. I know the Bucks maybe are. We can get to them next. I know the Bucks are expected to, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Panthers that actually do win the division this upcoming season.
Think they have enough on the defensive side of the ball?
I don't care. As much as I like Baker Mayfield as a football player and such and all of that, Baker, he sometimes he got a little too much Jameis. He be having Jameis moments. He get the ball to the other team too often. And Mike and them guys, they ain't gonna be going for that too many more times. Gully had to step away for a minute. Double J. So what about the Saints? Who your player to watch for the Saints?
Well, as you saw here.
Pick a player?
Yeah.
Say watch them all, huh? I'm watching Mr. Guardian Cap over there.
Look like Rashid Shaheed.
Oh boy, stop it. Gibby weighed in again. He said Panthers could be scary. I'm excited because my best friend loves them. Yeah, hey man. Did Thielen? He said did Thielen's old ass got retired yet?
He did not. And that was another sneaky pick of ours with only 5 touchdowns. But I think
Gibby says that Spencer Rattler. Spencer get too rattled. He was rattled when he was at Oklahoma. And who even on the Saints? Nobody did.
He was like a 5-star hooper too.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what he should have did. He should have been hooping. You know what I'm saying? Probably could have led the Cavs to a championship. I'm just saying. And then lastly, for rounded out, yay! What you say?
Who is this guy from Louisville?
The quarterback, Tyler Show.
Did he do anything in Brahms' offense?
Well, he was okay. We had to see. Depending on the type.
Using the former Purdue transfer over there too. See, I don't know about all that.
Who was the? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I can throw them. We'll find out.
Yeah, I'm not really sold on the Saints as a whole anyway. And then lastly, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who's the player to watch? I just said it. Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, bro. Period. That's the player to watch.
Why?
What you mean, bro? Because he said himself in so many words, with the Browns, he was in the Panthers, he said everywhere else they kind of restricted me. Over here, they say just be you. Okay. Well, keep throwing interceptions because he gave the ball, and he a baller, but he too much of a gunslinger. He got a Brett Favre mentality, but I don't know. You got to get better. You got to pick your spots. You know what I mean? Because even Doc Holliday, we know about the showdown. Okay, even Doc Holliday didn't always yank. He ain't always grab for a 6-shooter in every situation. You see what I'm trying to say? Baker, he always got his 6-shooter. Bang, but he wanted to know. And sometimes, you shouldn't throw that out route when you threw it. You know what I mean? His time, he got to get better at his timing too. On especially on intermediate stuff, ins, outs, all of that. He got to get much better. Gibby said Bucky Irvin and Mike Evans. Okay.
I want to see Emeka Egbuka. I want to see if it's either him, if he can truly, kind of seize that role that we were trying to get the other McMillan, of course, from Tampa to do last season.
He said in Goodwin. Goodwin is back. Goodwin got hurt. Didn't he get hurt? Got hurt?
Yeah, he got hurt in that Monday night game. And it looks like he's on track, but doesn't have a specific timeline to.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. He a solid number 2, boy. Real. I like Goodwin. I really did. Wow, the Bucks really have a lot of wide receivers. Why did they draft one?
I would say
insurance.
Well, look, hey, Givy, if you remember anything from last season when it came to the Bucks, it was their receivers were depleted and their corners were even more depleted. Mm-hmm. And we always took advantage of that based on actually, let's see didn't they draft a corner? I actually think they did go and draft
did the Bucks draft a corner, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got another comment weighing here. We're gonna let y'all get out of here, bro. We 3 hours in the tooth. My gosh, this is the longest one we ever did. Yeah,
Are you serious? They're starting corners a 5th round pick.
Oh yeah, they yes, it's on Baker, bro. Yeah, it's on Baker. I'm telling you. He said Givy said injuries are all over, but Mike still got 1,000. Yeah, I mean,
right.
We know what Mike gonna do. It's Baker. It's what Baker. What we not looking for him, or we're looking for him not to do. Let me say that fast 2 times. And then lastly, rounding it all out, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I guess so. I appreciate everybody that stayed with us this long, because we usually don't go this long. We go long, but not this long. So we appreciate you. Shout out, salute to all the folks out there to help us do what we do. Because if it ain't for you, ain't no us. And I'm standing on that. Chargings. Oh my gosh. Let's get to these other 2 comments, then we'll go ahead and finish up and close it out here. Let's see. Givy said starting a 5th round corner is crazy. Yeah, that's hilarious. Then he said, I think Sleepy G is sleeping. No, not yet. He just and then Detroit fan man said, we getting closer, about 2 more hours, Jack. Detroit, I can't do it, man. I gotta give me some. I gotta get some rest, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm 112 years old, bro. Y'all wouldn't do that to Abe Lincoln. Let the man sleep. I tell you. Lastly, before we go and get out of here, Chargers season ticket holder Devin Abney, if I'm saying that correctly, filed a lawsuit against the team over the week 1 game versus the Chiefs in Brazil. Givy said Jay needs his beauty rest. No, I just need the rest for these bags don't keep on up under my eyes. You know what I'm trying to say? He filed a lawsuit against the Chiefs. I'm sorry, against the Chargers for their week 1 game against the Chiefs in Brazil. The team, and what his issue is, the team advertised 9 home games, charged fans for 9, and then gave them 8. Do you see that as a problem? And I'm asking, is fandom too costly nowadays?
Yeah, so when the Pistons did this, where they had a game in France, not only was I not selected,
hold on, Detroit MS and Metal Music. Absolutely. Geritol, baby.
Or they offered a credit towards the following season, in which they actually added interest. They did that also similarly during the COVID season. So I never really had an issue with them when it came to that. So,
but what about, but see, because to me, it's a lot to unfold here, and we won't go all off into it right away. We're going to probably pick it back up for another show. Because I just think it's interesting, because if you were any team in NFL that's doing that, like, let's say, for instance, you like our PSL holder, right? Because PSLs cost way more, right?
So, well, similar, yeah.
So and would that have an adverse effect on all of this? Like, if you bought PSLs or whatever the case may be, but you're not sitting in the seats at that game because the game is overseas.
They did that to me. The Tigers did, where MLB took my seats for the playoffs. And that's why I don't have Tigers tickets right now. I was that upset about it.
And that's going to lead to my next question, Gevy. We're going to keep y'all posted. Just keep a lookout. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, we'll make some sort of notification and such, or whatever it is. Because my work schedule is going to probably be changing in the next week or so. So I don't know. But at worst, maybe next Saturday. With the NFL show, if you're talking about fantasy, whatever, Double J and Gully will be doing that once the season starts, or maybe preseason. I don't know. But our next show will probably be next Saturday or maybe Friday. I'm not sure just which, because my work schedule did change. But back to this right quick. That's my point, though, Double J. If the teams, because you can already tell a lot of they're scheduling more games overseas. than they have in the last 3, maybe 4 or 5 years. Why they got rid of NFL Europa, I don't know, but maybe because it's not the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's different seeing the Cowboys versus the Ryan Fire. You get, but I liked NFL Europa. I really did.
They
I thought
still
it was,
have something of that sort because I was actually watching it.
what you talking about, UFL or something like that, or whatever the case may be? I don't know.
I watched Bayern Munich versus somebody.
Oh, did you? We got a game on the 31st, Thursday night recap. I don't know. We had to see. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to available to do that because I work nights, unfortunately, or fortunately, but unfortunately for this right here. But I'm saying, how many games did the NFL have overseas on their upcoming season schedule in 2020 versus what they're going to have for 2025? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the more they do this, the more you're going to have fans like this. Like, wait a minute. Lord, no.
What the reason the fans suing is because, again, as you read, they promised 9, they got 8, but they denied giving them the refund.
Oh, I didn't see that part. No. Oh, wow. Are you seriously?
I don't. That's where I have a little bit of like, and that was the thing. So they also had, this is more of a minor reality, but they had a 10% increase in their prices, which I told you the Pistons had about the same number of wins as they had percentage increase. And that's when I was like, look, you guys got to do something, which they went on to do, of course, but I was not there. So, but this is where the class action, it lives and dies, basically, is with the team policy and denying the refund, which seems pretty cut and dry because it says if a home game is moved away from SoFi Stadium or canceled without rescheduling, the original ticket price should be refunded. That is the policy. But the requests were denied, and they directly contradicted the policy language. So they will probably get their money back, maybe a little bit more. But I could understand, like, most teams are not doing that, and that's weird to me. Because, like I said, when the Pistons did that, they recognized it.
Teams are going to start losing fans.
Well, yeah, if you're pulling baloney like that,
that's what I'm trying to say. But you don't want to do that to your home base now. I get it. See, it's just part of me that I get why the NFL is what it is and the entity that it's become. But they fail to realize or forget at times the fans make these teams what they are. It's the fans, bruh. When you start thumbing your nose at the fans after you already, we talk about what you charge them to sit in it, what you charge them for a bottle of water, of personal pan pizza and all that type of stuff. You already make it. The average Joe, is there even such thing as middle class anymore? I don't think so, right? It's either haves and have-nots for real now, right? But those people who can barely afford but want to root for their team, and then we're not talking about the merchandise that they think about all the money that goes into a guy's man cave. He got Dallas Cowboy cup holders, socks, shoes, all of that. You know, every year, bruh. You doing this, and it's like you thumbing you know what I'm saying, to the fan, bro. You can't do that. And then didn't want to not give him a refund? Seriously? And you thought that was okay? Bruh, let this start snowballing. Yeah, I played that one already. Yeah. Let this start snowballing. You know what I'm saying? More and more fans gonna be like, man, you know what, bro? I'll just, or is it you being a ticket holder? Because it's been, last time I was a season ticket holder, they were still horse-drawn carriages were still milling the bottom. I'm just saying. Do you have the option of paying for maybe 3 games? 4 games, or you start paying for game by game instead of, do they? I don't know.
Oh, you're paying way in advance.
Okay. And what I'm saying is the fans going to start circumventing this, and then the team going to really, in the end, the team going to, somehow, some way, the team is going to feel it. Keep doing this, and the team going to feel it. That's the road it looked like it's going down to me. Because if I'm a fan, man, I'm civil lawsuit, class action, something. You ain't finna do that to me, bro. You ain't finna. I'm a season ticket holder, and you told me I'm getting 9, but you're gonna 8. and then act like, oh, well. Oh, that's audacious, bro. To the utmost. That's audacious. That's no. That's another reason why, man, I'm about to be done with all of this, man, because where sports are going and where it's at right now, man, it's no lines no more. Like, where's the line? It used to be a line you didn't cross. I mean, principle used to mean something. Now it's just passe or par for the course to say. I'm just saying. And on that note, I'll leave you with this quote. Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence. Read that again. Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence. It's been fun, but we got to run. Don't forget to check us out at 9:30 on the PM side. That's right. I would say right here on the yard. Or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the Shop's fan page on Facebook, and of course, YouTube. Make sure when you're over at the tube, please hit the subscribe button. We'd be much obliged. And now TikTok, No Shop, and all the other stuff. Make sure when you get a moment here, you check out the Turnbuckle on Monday nights at whatever time Double J and D Gully decide to stop drinking. I don't know, whatever the case may be. And then what else do I got here? No, maybe. Oh, and then obviously with the NFL season, as we mentioned earlier, upcoming, be on the lookout for the NFL Fantasy After Dark, right? I'm Barbershop Jay. Oh, excuse me, for my dudes, Brother Rich, Double J. This all right. Shout out to Detroit fan, man. Showing up. Y'all go and check that Adam Sandler out, man. That Happy Gilmore too, and let me know what it's like without my man Bob Barker. No good night from Sleepy G. Yeah, no, Sleepy G, yeah, he checked out. Oh, and shout out for the Lion King. Was it the Lion King? Did I miss that right there?
That's right.
Yeah, the Lion King got it in on us earlier. We appreciate that. And if that don't work, like I said, y'all can Google it, right? For my dudes, Be Rich, Double J, D Gully, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay. You've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. I promise it won't be 3 hours, though. That's a long time to be sitting waiting on a haircut. Holla!